Morning, morning, morning. So yeah, I tried to pick. It was so difficult to pick like a neutral like thumbnail or like a neutral. I didn't have like a neutral. Like I just threw a bike up in the background, Carney, because like all my stuff is dead related, you know. So it was hard to pick something. It's pretty funny actually. I was like, you got to be kidding me! I can't pick one goddamn neutral picture. Morning, Grandma Guard Critters. How are you?
Hey, so curious what's going on.
Straight Jacket, 5150. What's up? How's things? Welcome in. So we're doing this show pretty much to increase subs and increase
Yeah.
channel
Oh, you're straight
awareness
jacket. Oh, yeah. Well, that's straight.
and to build some revenue for the channels as well. Hopefully, maybe dedicate one day a week to that, and that would be it. And then we can do our other shows during the week.
I
The
kind
coffee
of see how
shows,
I'm about to.
and the duct tape shows at night. Coffee shows in the morning, duct tape shows at night. And also, I'm getting ready for the camp out. I'm leaving for the camp out. Tough pass, yes sir.
Oh, I should have got my charger out of the controller.
Hey Buck, what's up, man? Driving your life away. Still? Where you at, Buck?
That must be me.
What's up, Prospect Mike? How are you, man? Steve Easy, what's up, man?
Prospect Mike.
That's good, brother. I would play some music, but it's hard to play. I've never tried it over the headphones, but I don't think it's gonna work. To be honest, it has to be without head. It has to be without headphones.
What's going on, Steve Easy?
Hmm.
I'm just reading these. Steve Easy. Buck Brown.
Mark
Miss
Brown.
Lotus. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Good morning,
Hey,
Miss
you guys,
Lotus.
don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please, if you would like, we would like you guys to go ahead and share it to everybody. We don't care
Yeah,
if it's your mom,
please.
dad, sister, cousin, brother, aunts,
Yeah.
uncles. I don't care if it's your neighbor or your enemies. A hater will always be a fan. So share it to everybody.
Much appreciated.
Yes.
Loaded in Mississippi,
Like,
fixing to go deliver in Alabama, then reload in Alabama afterwards. Okay.
Bama.
Bama. Happy Friday. It's Biketoberfest. Yes, it is.
Bike Jordan.
Yeah. Over in Daytona. It started the 16th, which was yesterday. No, was that today or yesterday?
Wait,
Yes,
yesterday.
yesterday. Yesterday was the
Yesterday was
16th.
16.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
I was originally going to try to go there to get those vest extenders, but I gave up on that idea. I may have. I,
Yeah, the camp out's a lot better.
I may just go in the spring or something. 41. Wow. Yeah. Last night it was in the high 60s here, which is kind of cold for this time of year, at least. It's definitely leave the windows open weather. That's for sure. What's up, Cold Shop? How are you, man? Thanks for coming in. Morning coffee and some smoke.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I like when it gets cooler because it's so hot down here all the time, and when it breaks a little bit, you're like, oh, thank God. Like the heat isn't radiating off the ground anymore. Like that's what happens. That's the worst is when the heat starts radiating off the ground back at you off the earth. That's it's hot when that starts happening at like noon.
Yep.
Oh yeah, are you at the Biketoberfest, Miss Lotus? Oh yeah, she's in Orlando. I didn't know if you were there. My nuts froze, homie.
Oh shit. Hey Aaron, I
Hey
appreciate you
Aaron,
tuning in.
good morning.
Dude, I still love your segments when you're on with Mike and Archbishop there.
Hell yeah, dude. Always. That's
Yeah,
good.
the Diamond Effect.
Yeah, that's good stuff over there, man. I like that show. A lot of interesting topics and stuff covered over there.
So one thing I like about Aaron is he's a survivalist, and a lot of the
That's
stuff he talks about is the prepping, the survival. Keeping it. Making
that's a
sure
lot.
you're
Yeah, that's a lot to know.
knowing, yeah, and knowing the difference how to barter instead of because if shit hits the fan, that's the thing. A lot of things. If the dollar's gone, how are you going to trade? Well,
Yeah,
you
well,
have
that's
to
the
have
thing.
some means of barter.
People don't know how to barter. People barely know how to talk to each other.
Yeah, yeah,
Nevertheless,
we got away from all that.
nevertheless, get along and barter with someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how far gone our society is. Our society can't even talk to each other practically. Everyone's always so defensive or out to get somebody or out to get something or just nobody knows how to talk to each other.
I'm just glad
Crazy.
that I could live stream again.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like,
So they didn't screw you. They didn't send you any more messages. They didn't,
no,
okay, well that's good. That's a plus.
yeah.
Buddy of mine played at Doghouse last night in Port Orange. Nice. Where's that?
Doghouse, that's in Port Orange.
Port Orange. Is that
Hey
Florida?
Siri, where's Port Orange?
The Doghouse.
Port Orange is a city in Volusia County, Florida, United States.
Yeah, Florida.
Florida.
Port Orange is the principal city in the... No problem.
We can be yes, something along those lines. Salty. Did you see the thumbnail, Carney?
Oh no, I didn't.
You didn't? Hold on. I
I
guess I
just
gotta.
jumped in stage, man. I didn't even
Let
really
let
look at
me
anything.
let me email you
Oh, put it
the.
up. Put it on the screen.
Oh, I could do that exactly.
Check this shit out.
That's hysterical, dude. I had no idea what to choose.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to choose some kind of neutral or mutual thumbnail.
Yeah.
So this is what I chose.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Coffee and weed work.
I mean, I didn't know what else to choose, so that's the one I chose. I was like, that works. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, it was funny.
Here, I'm gonna send you a picture. You can put it up or whatever.
Okay. On my phone?
I'm gonna send it to you Messenger.
Okay. Good morning, Salty.
You'll like this one. Actually, I'm going to send you 3.
What's up, Kerry? Hey, Mike. Good morning. Buy gold and silver ASAP because it's going up.
Yes.
Xfinity must want more money, so they close the valve a little. Yeah, I know, for real, dude. That's how I
just
feel.
meant
Okay, that's how I feel about T-Mobile.
Oh, fuck T-Mobile. Even though my iPhone is
Man.
running out of T-Mobile.
Of the AK bartering system. Rody, what's up, man? Moto, good morning. How are you? Yeah, the thumbnail's great. I thought it was like I didn't know I had to find like a one for the both of us. I didn't like my intro. I couldn't do it. I was trying to do neutral, pictures and stuff and whatever. All my stuff was like Grateful Dead related. I was like, Jesus, I don't have anything non-Grateful Dead. Seriously. So you're saying replace bomb? No, that's gross. Yeah. I quit smoking cigarettes a year and a half ago, thank God. That's the best thing I ever did, dude. I was in so much pain when I quit smoking cigarettes. I was pulling muscles in my back. My ribs hurt. I was really sick. And like that's the first time I wanted to quit. Like really, really wanted in my heart to quit smoking cigarettes, and I did it. I remember the last morning I smoked my last 3 Newports.
I just fucking walked away from the show.
And hold on. And I smoked those 3 cigarettes all in a row the next morning. And I was like, I'm done. I was like, that was disgusting. Walked out to the kitchen, threw them in the garbage, the empty pack, and I never had a cigarette again. SST. It's half and half. It's half and half, man. Yeah, Carney, we can still hear you, man. You want me to mute you for a minute? Yeah, Carney, we can still hear you. All right, let me mute him let me just mute him for a minute. You there, Carney? Oh boy, I gotta mute him. Jesus. Time flies. I quit smoking 20 years ago and still reached for a cigarette. I know, man. Last night I was sitting here and I had a coffee late at night or whatever. And I just kept on like wiggling my tongue in my mouth, and I was like, like bouncing my legs a little and like putting my fingers together, and I was like, And I just grabbed the bong, and started smoking the bong a little. I was like, fuck, I really want a cigarette. I'm sorry. Sorry, Carney. Yeah.
No, I have to go look for my cord for my phone. They're almost dead.
Does Carney need CPR? Oh man, that's fucking great. Carney's never smoking again is correct. Yes.
I'm never smoking again, ever.
Yeah. I just missed my morning bong rips before a long day. Yeah. Yeah. Carried a dog. Yeah, bat in a box of years. Yeah, quit smoking cigs. Yep. That was good when I first quit. I did lollipops. Dude, I bought like 4 or 5 different types of lollipops. I got Tootsie Pops, Blow Pops, Dum Dums, Jolly Rancher lollipops. I spent like what it would cost for like a carton of cigarettes on lollipops. Okay, just to just to have something constantly just in my mouth, I guess, and the fixation, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, And I did that for like 3 months, and then I just because I'm diabetic, I had to stop doing that. I mean, obviously, I was putting mad sugar into my system. Needless to say, my sugars were pretty elevated when I quit. And then I got those really tiny Tootsie Rolls, the small ones, a whole big bag of them. And I would munch on them a lot too. I mean, I know it's candy and it's bad, but it's so small that I could microdose my pump as I was eating them, and it would kind of keep me down. Text generator, But yeah, so I think we're going to use this channel to get subs and generate some income for the channels, hopefully. I think that's what this Friday show is going to kind of be about. So what I did was, I don't know which is which. I think this may be Carnys. Yes. That's Carnys' Cash App, I believe.
Yep. Hit me on that Cash App, $, Carney Vanguard, capital C, capital B.
Like, sub, and share.
Yes, like, sub, and share.
And donate.
And send donos. Lots of donos. I take
donate.
Cash App, PayPal, mostly Cash App.
And
don't forget to check out Sick Bastards Cash App also if you want to donate to his channel.
And I'm going to put there. What am I doing over there now? Hold on. Think, dummy. Oh, duh. Yeah. Okay. Off of Fooey. There we go.
Hey, did you get those pictures?
Oh, wait, let me look. Carney Vanguard. I put Carney's channel in the links and the link in the chat. What I'm trying to say. Let me look for those Carney. Let me put mine up too. And then my Cash App. That is so fucking loud, dude. Why is that so fucking loud, dude? Holy shit.
Is it supposed to grab their attention?
Dude, that was all the way up, dude. And I had to put it down to like a third, and it was still fucking loud. Holy shit.
Hey, guarantee to wake you up if you ain't having your coffee yet.
Yeah, man. SSG was unique, one of a kind. Oh, the mic. That's Carney's. Yep, that's Carney. And then I should have titled it, but I'll do it again. Let me do it again. Probably. I think that's still the paste. Yep. There. StreamYard. All right. Call Sterling. Yeah, I know. I think he was trucking at 4 a.m. So he's up and he's on the road, I believe.
Yeah.
I hit some. All right. Perfect weather. Yeah, it's nice and cool. Be safe, Smoke Shop. I'll see you soon. I'm going to head down tomorrow morning in the AM down to Forgotten Angels again on the bike. to help out, and I'll probably be there for the duration till next weekend. Cancel his physical therapy for today. I hit the gym way too hard yesterday. Oh, couldn't freaking walk. Oh, that's the worst, bro. Ow. Have a good day, man. Word. Have fun, brother. Yep, and the camp out's coming up. Can't say that enough. And let me put that
Let's see.
link up.
Is that me?
The
feedback?
A little bit, yeah. Paste. Do you want me to put your background reduction on?
Here, I got it.
All right. That's the Forgotten Angels link. What's up, Outlaw? How are you, Desert?
There we go.
First rip of the day. Yeah, I got one ready. I'm just contemplating, I guess, because I did like 2 or 3 consecutives.
Yeah.
I gotta get some ice.
We'll get some ice.
I'm gonna get some ice, dude. My hips.
Get some ice.
My hips.
Live in Florida, you gotta have ice.
My hips say that I need another bong rip. That's what my hips are saying right now. Oh, my God.
I think your hips are saying it, your lungs are saying it, your mind is saying
Yeah, mine's saying it, everything. Everything's just saying it. Oh, God. I never in a million years thought that walking that much was going to screw me up. I said, oh, walking's going to be good for me. That's why I never got any of the sit-down lawn mowers. I never got any of the stand-on lawn mowers. I know, I was always a walk behind dude. And what the only attachment I did put on was the Velky, where that's the thing you stand in and it pulls. You can strap it up and you can hang it from the handlebars and walk behind the machine, or you can take it down and you can stand in it and it pulls you along. That's the only thing. That's the only attachment I ever had. And most of the time, if the blades were really dull, you were forced to walk behind the lawnmowers because you couldn't go that fast. Unless you kept the friggin' blades really sharp every single day. And that was hard to do sometimes. Yeah, first rip, bro.
Hey, I put Sick Bastards live link in the chat. It's on my side. You want to swing over there? Give them a thumbs up real quick.
Yeah, and vice versa. Please swap back and forth and give us all thumbs up, please. Buck Brown is calling out Desert Outlaw. This is me calling you out. Come to the camp out. Yes, Desert Outlaw, come to the camp out.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I gotta. That's another thing I have to do is I need to share Carnys side.
I could do that on your side still. Put my link in on Sick Bastard side too.
Wait. Yeah, there, share. Create the post. That's what I want to do. Then there. I did actually come in and try to get a lot of stuff set up, but there wasn't much to set up.
Yeah. A lot of times, if you notice, I'm usually on my keyboard quite a bit when I do the show by myself. This is nice when I'm with you guys because I could just sit back a little bit.
Yeah, get to relax a little.
Let you guys control this show.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like so like hyper focused on everything that's going on. Like I didn't even hear that you got the donation for your bike yesterday. I was so focused until 3/4 of the way through the show. I heard about it. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Good for you, dude. That sounds fucking awesome, bro." That was good times. Yeah, it's definitely family related, Buck. So you can't really hold it too hard against him. He's got some stuff going on at home with family members, so he's got to do what he's got to do with the family, But he'll hopefully be there in March. I'm gonna definitely hold him to it. But if he gets a free day, come down, brother.
See, as you can tell, it's not the coffee show.
Yeah.
And we're not sponsored by these guys. But if you want to sponsor us, hit us in the link.
I'm not gonna say no. Glare, what's up, man? How are you? Rob's neighbor. Yeah, dude. Rob has the mower with the stand. Yeah, the Velky. It's the death machine. Yeah, it's sketchy too. Yes, absolutely. The Velky is sketchy, and I have almost broken an ankle more than once. Yes, you have to know when to bail out of the Velky because you just basically pull your feet out and jump onto the ground. Like if if it goes to jackknife on you somewhere it's like bad, you got to get out of it, or else it'll jackknife your ankle in there, and then you break an ankle.
I like what Brown Chicken says. Sick Carney show.
Witness
it is a sick Carney show.
It is a sick Carney show, yeah. That's awesome.
Car sick show. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's Friday with the Fry Guys. I mean, we could keep going on and on.
Yeah, we could keep going on and on and on.
We're gonna have to do a Tuesday night show. The Tuesday nights.
Good morning, Zip Tie. Good morning, Zip Tie. How are you? Need a morning intro. I know. We need to make it. We need to figure out an intro.
Yeah.
We got to, because I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing to work with. I tried to get a neutral thumbnail. I'm like, well, I guess I got to do a regular intro. I don't have any I have the burnouts and I have the that one, the one that I use.
The burnouts.
Yeah, the two bike burnouts, and that's long.
That's what they used to call us in high school.
Oh yeah. And I titled the one movie "A Burnout Doing a Burnout."
Hell yeah! Yeah. Oh yeah, you did do that clip.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
It was funny. Sick Carney show, yeah. Sick Carney show. Because I was thinking, I was like, C comes before S in alphabetical order, but it sounds better if it's sick, because Carney rides. It's Carney rides. So if I should just put sick in the beginning, put sick Carney rides. I just thought that made more sense because you still get the idea of Carney's ride and sick is in there somewhere too. So and it's kind of rumbles
along. Or we can just call it the Carney bastard.
Yeah, the Carney bastard or something. Yeah, exactly. See how that's pretty fucking funny too, dude. That's hysterical, dude.
Oh man, that's like an oxymoron, ain't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's actually true.
That's funny.
The Carney being a bastard. Wow.
Wow. That's hysterical. So anyone over at Oktoberfest?
Maybe some Cheech and Chong songs.
Yeah. Low Rider. Low Rider. Get a little
Which one?
higher.
Cheech song, American, or Chong song, Beaners?
Oh man. I like Lowriders. That's a
And
good song.
just let everybody know that wasn't a racial statement due to
That
the fact
wasn't. Yeah, that was not
because I am.
racially motivated.
If you say that I'm racist to my own race, then kudos to you.
then fine. Then fine. I am fine.
You're fine.
And fine.
Because I'm New Mexican. I'm fresher.
I can't wait for the camp out, man. Can't wait to see
Fuck, I
everybody.
need to fight another bull.
You know what's really awesome is like how like slowly everybody comes into the camp out. Like it's like as the days get closer, like there's only like 1 tent, 2 tent. Then there's like 3 and 4.
And
Next
then
thing
all
you
of a
know,
sudden there's like 20.
yeah, there's like 20 or
50,
like a dozen, and
100.
there's 2 dozen, 3 dozen,
Yeah.
4 dozen. You're like, wow. Then the RVs start rolling, and you're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Dude,
So,
I miss concerts like that.
yeah.
Like over at the Alpine, over in Wisconsin there. Fucking, we used to sit there and watch the parking lots sometimes 2 days prior to the event because all the tailgaters and campers.
Did they call that Alpine Valley or was that California?
No, Alpine Valley.
That's Alpine Valley, right?
Yeah, where Stevie Ray Vaughan passed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
His helicopter accident. Yep.
Yeah.
I worked that place. I used to
Wow.
love that area. What is that, Elkhorn? I believe. It's been so long since I've been up there.
Like the Dead have had like phenomenal shows at a lot of different concerts.
Well, so the way that venue is because it's the ski resort. So you got the hill, at a distance in the background. So where the staging is, everything pushes up that hill.
It's like a natural
from the slopes.
it's like a natural amphitheater.
Yeah. So when you're there in the lawn and you're facing the concert, right? In the background, you see the slopes.
Nice.
So all that generator, it's so beautiful. The sound is so beautiful there, man.
Same with Red Rocks, dude.
Dude, I want to go to Red Rocks so bad.
I've never seen a show at Red Rocks, and I've never been to the hill climb place. What is that? Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak.
I wanted to go there. I didn't realize how close I was to those two areas when I was over there in Colorado.
So since Carrie is from up there, Rob's neighbor,
yeah,
he could tell you. Well, you've been to Alpine Valley, haven't you?
Yeah, Alpine Valley. That's another one that was like Alpine Valley, Oregon, Cali, a lot of the East Coast, like New York and Virginia shows. All of those were big. Philly Spectrum shows. What else? What was the Hampton? That was Virginia. Virginia at the Hampton Coliseum, the spaceship or whatever they called that place. All right, fire in the hole. I would love for Moto to go take a ride around that place at night. That thing was like a giant UFO. I think it's still there, right? It's the same Hampton Coliseum. They didn't take that thing down, right? Oops, let me read that. My old lady's grandfather was a carny and circus guy back in the day. He was the dick who got shot out of the cannon, amongst other things. No shit.
Yeah. Was he an actual carny? Was he a 40 miler? Was he just spot help? I mean,
Never smoking again. Never again. Mexican
Never, ever.
American. My girl's named Debbie. My son and Pat Smage made a video there. Elkhorn Carnys, right? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Wisconsin, baby. Yep.
Yep. Well, I lived in southern Wisconsin, Chocolate City. So, and of course, I lived over in West Dallas, West Milwaukee.
No shit. Alpine Valley. What? Rody. What? Give me the date and I'll get it. I'll get the show, dude.
Yeah. So I was there for one of the reunions. String Cheese was there. So was Fish. That was a good
Fish?
concert.
Did
Yeah,
you say?
actually, Swordfish was there.
Did you say fish?
Oh
Did
yeah,
that word? Did
unfortunately, I
that?
said it.
Did that name come out of your mouth?
Yeah,
Oh
they were
my!
like one of
Oh my
I
God!
think they were one of the back, you know, the last
I
ones to play.
I have to say Trey had a very nice um.
Okay, if you want to be nice.
Well, no, Trey had a very nice speech on Jerry's birthday in San
Yeah.
Francisco on stage. He
The
said,
only time, right?
well, that's the only time he made me a little fuzzy in my stomach a little bit. Okay, but nothing other than that, his music has never done anything like that for me at all. But he seems like a nice guy. I'll give him that. Okay. They have a resort and sick mountain bike trails in the summer. Yeah, no shit. That's awesome. A couple of my buddies up back in Jersey are into that. They're into doing those crazy, like extreme trailing, and they're made out of wood and rope and berms and all like craziness
Oh yeah.
going on
So
out there.
when I lived up in Wisconsin, besides the concerts, going out to Milwaukee over to the rave, here at Alpine Valley and stuff like that. Snowmobiling in the winter, disc golf, during the nice season.
That's
We used to
awesome.
do a lot of hiking, a lot of activity out there.
I went skiing like once, and
Yeah,
yeah, like
boardwalk.
one of like I am petrified of breaking my legs, dude. And
Hello,
that's what I associate
hello.
skiing with.
Yeah, my name is Zach. How are you?
This is Carney with Carney's Ride. You're live. What can we do for you?
Yeah.
You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. Oh,
They hung up on you, bastards,
huh.
pricks.
Guess I didn't want to be on there.
I'm gonna break this guy's heart. This is pretty funny.
That's crazy. Oh, you barely hung up now?
That's funny. I can't.
Uh,
I rode by it in several videos and talked about all the cons. I've seen that. Okay. My bad, Moto. I'm an asshole. Sorry, Moto.
what?
At night, though, did you go by at night?
I can take the expressive tip over.
I want to see it at night. It looks like a freaking spaceship. It's like red, blue, green. all lit up like that. Oh, I can't. I don't know, man. I'm not. I don't know. I've probably accidentally listened to Fish, but I'm one of those. I'm sorry, but I'm like a Grateful Dead Nazi, dude. I'm sorry. It's just I can't with Fish. I know. I heard they had a good song, but they didn't.
It was just so seriously. Their song went in one ear and out the other.
Oh my god, it was horrible.
No, I shouldn't be talking bad about Fish. Fish is good. Eating.
Oh man.
There's no
freaking
breaks on skis.
skis. Dude, there's no breaks on
skis.
skis, bro. Bro, there's
Dude,
no.
There is a break. It is.
There's
Let go and fall in the water. You'll stop eventually. You might skim off the water a few times. Oh wait, no, you snow skiing. I was thinking about water skiing. See, look what happens when you get a couple of stoners together. Yeah, there's definitely no brakes on fucking down the slopes.
Definitely no breaks. Dude, I don't know. I could just all you need is not for the ski to pop off right once and you break a leg, you're fucked. You're going down on a board. Hell no, dude. I would feel safer snowboarding, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really would. I would feel like it would be less chances of me breaking my legs on a snowboard.
Me personally, I'd feel safer on a snowmobile. What's up, Hook Dog?
Nice, Hook Dog. Awesome. Good times. That's Southern California. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome, man. Wow. Good for you, brother.
Man. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. That is hardcore, bro. That is not a freaking joke, dude. That's 6,700 miles, dude.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Grateful Dead skis. I don't
Fuck
know.
Yeah, that's awesome, Roddy.
That is sick. That's awesome. Yeah, don't ever get rid of those, dude.
And if you do want to get rid of them, I know somebody that might want them.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I don't think I would ever use them. They would probably be put on the wall.
Yeah, of course. But I know somebody that would be like, dude, I put them on my wall.
Hell yeah, I would put them on my wall. Yeah, dude.
I won't say any names.
That'll look really fucking cool up there, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yes. I got into I was into skateboarding as well, but I also got quite hurt skateboarding. I also got quite hurt on the bike too. But it always seemed to be more painful skateboarding for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I really got hurt.
Don't you hate when on the skateboard?
Yeah.
You're trucking it and that thing starts going like this and
you're done, dude. It's over. You might as well start praying. As soon as you feel the vibration, oh, here it comes.
Yep.
We're going. This is going to end so badly, and it's going to be quite painful. Yeah, I've been to the ER a bunch of times when I was a child.
Yeah, we didn't really. So for us, we hit sidewalks here and there, but we mostly rode on the roads. So riding down a nice hill, blacktop,
Depends on what type of event.
And those little tires and trucks.
Yeah, they
I'm
are
okay.
small.
Yeah.
That's why the cruising ones that are so far
The
are
longboards.
yeah, the longboards are so far. They're so stable with the further apart the trucks are.
Well,
The
okay. So when the longboards came out in the skateboard fields, it, it was like having a regular speed board from on the waves, and then
Okay.
versus the longboards because you could take a wake all the way to shore. You
Yeah,
know, where a
yeah,
speedboard, you have to have a nice wave.
yeah. To get
So
yeah, Ace Frehley, man, that's sad.
yeah, rest in peace, Ace.
It just shows, you don't ever know, man. The guy fell or something, right? And he hit his head, and that's what started this whole disaster. Other than that,
Uh,
he was fine, dude. He was fine. He just ended up like slipping or falling. He smacked his head, and then he ended up getting a blood clot, and then he just died from complications. It's fucked up. Goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card's play. Please play it slow. Well, frog,
ooh,
cat,
dude, that
fish.
sounds so good. So I go with some catfish, some fried eggs, and some grits right now. That would be nice.
So Cracker Barrel has fried fish
Yeah.
Friday.
Ooh, it is fish
Yeah,
fry, uh, fried fish fries.
yeah.
Well, you see a lot of that in the Midwest here. Not too much.
Am I like beyond behind in the chat? No, not too bad.
Yeah, probably.
There's good times. Good morning. Yeah, it's fucking Desert Outlaw turned into a mad surfer, dude. He's out there like every day, every other day.
So instead of desert outlaw, it should be shoreline outlaw.
Shoreline Outlaw. Or or
The-
or
or
eastbound and down
the water desert. The water desert. How's that? The wet
east
desert.
eastbound and down Desert Outlaw. That's fucking great.
What desert? You're surrounded by water. Water, water, water.
Yeah,
You're not in the water.
Peninsula Outlaw.
It's Peninsula Outlaw.
Peninsula Outlaw.
Oh,
That's hysterical. Snowboarding is harder on your knees. I gave it up after my last crash and fucked my knee up for a month. Okay, good to know. Because my knees
yeah,
aren't. I've already had meniscus surgery already. That's good to know, Blair. Thanks.
you won't see me on those slopes anytime soon. That's for
Yeah, I
sure.
don't think you're going to see me on slopes anytime soon either. And especially if it's cold. And I'm pretty sure it's cold in the snow, bro. So,
I think
let
that's
me
why Sick Bastard is in Florida instead of New York.
so let me yeah. Dude, I did snow for 25 years, dude. I pushed snow and a lot of snow, nor'easters, blizzards, all that shit. I've
So
been out
one thing
I've been out
about
for
Sick, he used to
72
live
hours
around.
straight.
He used to live around the block from one of my brothers.
Yeah, man.
The fucking
Not
Jersey boys over there.
not far. Not far at all. It's pretty crazy. Because I keep a lot of my old on Facebook. I the old police departments websites and stuff I keep on there, and just to keep community stuff to see what's going around in the
Yeah,
community where I
around
used
the
to live.
block. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other day there was an elderly woman with dementia missing, and they found her within an hour with a drone. They came in, and Westwood Police had it. They had the drone. It was a big drone. They had an operator and everything, and it had thermal imaging and all that. Within 1 hour, they found that lady, and they sent dogs out and everything, and she was safe and sound. It was a great ending to like what could have been a very tragic story. And I didn't know that they had any of that technology up by where I used to live because they didn't have it when I left, and that was 5 years ago. Or they were just starting to get it, you know? Yeah, I got to post Mike's show.
Yeah, I got to do the same thing on my side too. So
Yeah,
that's one thing about me and Sick. So we're trying to get these subs. So please keep sharing and send invites, and tell everybody, hey, check these guys out.
Yes.
You know, but
oh, that's weird, man. I can't. Oh, he's on Carney's side. That's why.
who's on
So,
my side?
I got a question for Mike, or I got a question for the chat. So, if now his hashtag is Insane Wheels in the chat. Now, if I start putting Mike at Mike Ball, does it still come up as Mike Ball Insane Wheels, or do I have to put in
So
Insane Wheels?
all they have to do is
that's what I want to know.
All they have to do is type in Mike Ball on YouTube, and his stuff pops up automatically. I mean, there's only one Mike Ball that you really.
But my point is because they changed it back to the old fashioned, like your hashtag or your email or whatever that thing is, the at. I was wondering if I started, adding Mike, like at Mike Ball, if it would still come up, even though
it should
written the other way in the chat, is what I guess I'm trying to say. I know. I'm asking a lot, right?
No, not asking a lot.
It's not a lot, but it's
Maybe
kind of
but not a lot.
It's kind of melting my brain a little bit, I think. And it works.
These guys that are watching us are like fucking stoners.
Yeah, they're like, what are these stoners talking about, dude?
We don't even know.
Like, we don't even know. I was like, don't worry, it's not a big deal. Just go with it.
Yeah.
That's it. But I think so. I think a couple of you may understand what I'm trying to say.
I just think it's funny that a lot of drunks like to fight with stoners. It's like, dude, you do not make sense. Come on.
Yeah, dude. We would
it's
try
like
to
liberals fighting with conservatives. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. We back when we were kids, we would add tires to jump.
Yeah.
Like the tires were soft enough to cushion our impact when we landed on them, which they kind of were, but you still wiped out heavy, dude. And usually you didn't hit the tires, or you hit the tires and then you hit the dirt or a tree.
All right, I'm putting it in Mike's live on your chat first, and then I'll put it on mine.
Okay. Maybe a little older than 5, but really little. Desert changed to the beach outlaw very briefly.
Well, how long do you plan on doing the show today?
Did he? Did he change it?
No, he didn't. To Beach Outlaw. I like Beach Outlaw.
Beach Outlaw is a good one, dude. I like that.
Yeah. The Surfer Outlaw.
Or Surfer Outlaw. That's even better, dude. Seaside Outlaw. It's another good one. All these are good. He's close enough to Daytona. Daytona Outlaw. Curses. Curses. Curses.
That's funny.
Oh, kind of funny. A bunch of bikers being like, "Nah, it ain't skiing. That's too dangerous." Exactly, bro. Dude, man, I don't know, man. I like my legs, dude. I do not. Plus, I'm diabetic, so I was never a hypochondriac or nothing, but I'm worried about my legs. Oh, why are we? Oh no 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 no! Man, son of a bitch!
There, I posted Mike's
Come on,
channel.
go off. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You want to go outside? Go outside. Son of a bitch. All right, kid. Outside. I gotta clean up dog puke. Good time. Yeah. Good times.
So who's the pet? The dogs or you?
Yeah, I'm the fucking pet, dude.
Yes,
They
you
got me
are.
trained. They got me trained. Bella, you want to go? Come on, Bella.
Yeah, they tell you when they need to go out.
Yep. Go.
They
Just stay
tell you
outside.
when it's time to feed them. They tell you it's time to clean their messes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trained very well. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's the
I
stuff.
wish I was a dog. You could just go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, pet me," or I bite your hand. You know, shoot, go try to chill out with your old lady, and she's like, "Get the fuck off me!" Oh fuck!
Oh, I gotta wash my hands. Gross. Why?
Oh yeah, big shout out again to the big fucking anonymous donor.
If I didn't have
You
the
know,
headphones on, I would have heard him. Come on. I would have
It's all
heard.
good.
I would have heard him in time. What is on you, Leia? A leaf. Oh, I could have put him outside. You all right, buddy? I know you don't forget. You got upset stomach. Come on, come up here, baby. Up, Teddy. Up, Teddy. Over here, buddy. Up. Come on, kid.
Hey, Prospect Mike, you still in the chats?
Oh, baby, it's okay, honey. Oh, no, 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 no. Over there. Go. Come on. Get out. Jesus. Disaster. Identity crisis.
Share the show. It's on social media. Thank you,
Take care, Glare.
Have a good one, Blair. He's probably way gone by now.
Yeah. Damn. Seaside Desert Outlaw. Yeah. City Outlaw. There you go. Thanks, Zip Tie.
Yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Odd question to ask. Sick. That's funny. What time is it? 10:33. There's the mic show. If it's in chat, I am a drunk and I don't try to fight stoners. Stoners have bud and I enjoy sharing. There you go.
True that.
That's great. Oh shit. Good morning, brown chicken. I only spent the all day building a ramp, fixing my bike. Hit the ramp and midair front tire flew off. Forgot to tighten the nut. Oh, eat shit. Oh,
Black,
bruh,
bruh.
bruh. Well, let me see what my sound effects do I have. What do I got here? Ah, emotional.
Damage.
There it is.
Oh, damn. That'll hurt. That'll hurt, man. Flying off like that, I've gotten hurt many a times. I was like, this is a great idea. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a great idea. It was a painful learning experience. I can jump over 15 tires. I swear. Puppy, and they definitely tell me. Oh, absolutely, dude. Dude, these guys got me wrapped. But like they know, like they'll push you. They'll push you to your limits. They'll try to take advantage. They all get rambunctious, but they also know how to keep each other in line as well. And they are like something else. Their personalities, and it's sometimes it's a little difficult being the ringleader of the circus, because it is a circus, dude.
Not my clowns, not my circus.
Yeah. My Doberman stares at me while I clean up after him. I swear he's laughing. That's funny shit, Robert. Dude, I got a story. Okay, I mean, I hate to make a story about pooping, but the dog doesn't poop for my roommate. Okay, and my roommate constantly takes the dog out every morning because I sleep in the morning and I take care of the dogs all day. And this morning, as usual, the dog wouldn't poop for the roommate, and I went outside. I said, "Teddy, go take a shit right now." The dog walked over to an area, turned around, looked at me with a sad face. I said, "I don't care. Go shit." Walked a little more, turned around, and pooped. I shit you not. I swear to God, literally, I shit you not. So, and like literally on command, the dog pooped on command, and it's happened more than once. So I'm pretty sure the dog and I have some kind of understanding, I guess. It's pretty hysterical that the dog don't poop. I think it's funny that the dog don't poop for her. I mean, don't get me wrong, the dog has, because I'm sure the dog hasn't had a choice, But if the dog were to prefer someone, I have to say it would probably lean toward me. The dog feels a little more relaxed around me. Hello, oh, okay, I got you. JD Reno, 1958. Got it. I thought you were text talking. Trust issues, yeah. Yeah. Yes, they do. I noticed that. But like, the other, I don't have to keep an eye on the other ones. The other three dogs, I never have to keep an eye on them. I don't have to have a mental note of when the last BM was. This one, it's a totally different story. I have to like file the schedule in my brain every time something happens. I've never had to do that. And I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone for a week. More than a week.
Oh, that poor dog's gonna be full of shit.
That poor dog. I told her. I said, pick him up and just squeeze him. It'll be like a chocolate filled donut. Push the shit right out of him. Yeah, good times. Funny. Go Gert. Go Gert. Yeah, exactly. No. Am I taking Leia? What do you mean? Leia's my dog. I don't want to break the pack up. That's one thing that I think would be the demise of Leia, and it would not be healthy for her. So
Anakin shows favoritism.
it's not healthy for me to stay either. It's a double-edged sword, Robert, you know? Because it would devastate the pack and Leia.
I don't know. Leia would probably be like, "Oh yeah, I'm out here with my daddy."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I get that. But that's us as humans thinking that way, you know. And I don't
Dude,
think
you'd be surprised how some dogs are like, I get to get away from here. I mean, it's like they become a puppy all over again.
I want Jade because Jade and Leia get along very well,
Yeah.
and I think it would be good for the two small dogs to stay together. I think that's a fair compromise.
Yeah.
She doesn't, I'm sure, but you know. Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm not taking Leia down there. No way. No, 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 no. That's too much, bro. I am on vacation from the dogs, dude. I take care of those dogs for the last 7 years, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I fed those dogs every goddamn fucking day. I'm going on vacation down to the camp out to work there and
No
help out.
roommate, no dogs.
No roommate, no dog, no feeding the dogs, no getting water for the dogs, no picking up dog shit, no letting the dogs out, no picking up puke, none of it. But you know, it's crazy because after when I went down last weekend, after like the first quiet moment I had, I thought of the dogs, and I was like, dogs, damn it, you know. But you know, it's nice to get away. In the same breath, it's nice to get away. Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not taking it. Yeah, well, I could trust the dogs with her. You know, the dogs will be fed every day. Why is the bathroom open? Oh, because I went in there to get stuff to clean up a puke. That's why. Yeah, I I I don't like that either, but you know, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't pay someone to watch the dogs. I mean, you're talking 25 a dog a day to someone to come to the house. You know, maybe you can get it for 75 for 4 dogs to be let out twice a day. And that's cheap. Yes, I'm going to be going live at the camp out probably. I'm bringing my Wi-Fi router. I'm bringing my Ethernet cable. I'm bringing everything I need for my computer, and I'm bringing my computer, and I'm bringing my strip, and I'm bringing a small extension cord. And that's all one small backpack that I'm strapping to the other 2 backpacks on the bike.
You have your portable studio with you.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what that's going to be. And I'm just going to wrap.
You got your
You know,
selfie stick and your
yeah,
mic. Your
all that
Bluetooth
stuff.
mic
Yeah.
setup. Right on.
And you know, like the computer, I have a pretty nice case. I forget what this case is called. What is it called? Okay, a Thul, whatever it's called, Thul. It's a padded case for the computer. So
Yeah.
the computer will be nice and protected, and then I'm going to wrap that in my heavy sweatshirt that I'm bringing, and then I'm going to put that in like that, and then put everything in, and try not to compress it, you know, too hard with the bungees. That's all. It's just a little nerve-wracking bringing electronics because of vibration. That's what, because vibration and electronics don't get along. And a Harley at 70, 80, 90 miles an hour vibrates. Believe it or not. Is it only 12 likes or is that a lot?
12 likes.
We got 15 people, I think.
Let's see.
Let me refresh this.
All right. Sick bastard, 10 likes. Oh, yeah.
Does that not have 8 watching now?
My side.
16
we got
watching now.
8 watching with 13 likes, so that's. So I got. Okay, we're down to 6 people watching. Cool.
I'm behind in the comments again.
Oh,
Good
you're
times. Good morning, Motobomb.
6.
Good times.
7.
You got appointments today?
People.
You got appointments today, Moto?
Yeah.
I hope you're busy today. I know you want to be. It was supposed to be a bunch of peas.
A bunch of peas.
Zip. Oh. I got it. Making that zooming motion. These phones are so small. I didn't even see the difference. Yeah. Zippos are valued over big lighters, though. Yeah. I got a nice Zippo. As a gift. It was nice. It's nice. Still have it. Even though I quit smoking. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't mind collecting them.
I'm never smoking again.
I'm never smoking again. I wouldn't mind collecting them. Like ones that I like let's say I liked like a nice Kiss one or a nice Grateful Dead one or a nice Eagles one or a tie-dye one or something. I think that would be neat.
Harley Davidson one.
Or a Harley one, yeah, something like that, or a Motorhead or something, or a Skull and Crossbones or something, you know. But never fuel them, you know, just display them in a nice way in a case or something. If
You
that's
ever wanted to put one in a case, in a leather case, just to keep on the bike filled?
Yes, I have a. When I got mine as a gift, I was given a leather case as well. The thing is that I used it so little, the fuel evaporated.
Well, the whole thing is, I just want to. I'm not going to fill it right away. I just want to keep one in there, put some fuel in there. That way, you know, I always have a flame.
Yeah, for a cigar, for anything. Jay, the O is right by the P. I have bad aim. Oh shit, Moto. I have a zipper from the Marlboro catalog. That's awesome. Container and all. It was also a gift. Nice.
Yeah, I think I still have my Camel one.
I got dogs snoring. Dogs are snoring in the background. Bella, I can hear you through the headphones.
The Marlboro Miles. I remember those. That's just like the Camel Buck. You know, that's weird. You don't see at the big fairs anymore, hardly ever. There's like tobacco companies out there. I remember sitting there collecting like the Marble Miles and the Camel Bucks. And we'd be on the road and all of a sudden they'd have their stand. It's like, ooh, cash in time. Oh, I don't know. Roman numeral. Oh, no. The camel coin.
So do Roman numerals on the bottom of the sentence. Yes. The camel coin, Carney. A little larger than a silver dollar. No shit. Yeah, I'm a big trinket person too. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, just like I mean, they took fucking beer off of the fucking NASCAR. You know, no more popping big old bottles of champagne for the longest time. So it really sucks how they fucking did all that shit. I mean, you need beer to fucking watch NASCAR or box wine, something like that.
Maybe it's the cigarette's so addictive that they didn't need to. Exactly. That was one of the hardest things for me to kick. Dude, we
It
got
still
Mike.
is.
We got Mike's show coming up in 10 minutes. Holy
Yeah.
time flies, dude. So let me take that down. Well, let me post that link real quick. Angels. Copy. That's the dead. Paste. Where is Mike? There he is. Oh my God.
So, what are we doing? An hour show? I got to get used to these short shows, man.
I'll make sure that works. That works. Okay, so we should go there. And then let me just do that too. No, I still have to share it. Good deal. My ball. Uh-oh. Hold on. Who popped? Carney. I lost Carney. Okay, I didn't even know I lost you, Carney. Sorry. I was typing. Like, whoa.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know. This could be different doing these the shorter shows.
StreamYard. Let's share the screen. Share screen. Share screen. There it is. So that's going to be in the basement for now. Let's put that down into the basement. Baba Booey. Forgotten Angels, Florida. Yeah, Mike's a cool cat, bro. He's a good dude. Gotta hit home. Thank God. I have a great day. Okay, good for you, man. Try to enjoy your weekend. And we're gonna put. What time is it?
Oh, you're good.
10:55. Yeah, we got time. I gotta make a coffee too.
Dude, you have plenty of time. I mean, so you here's the question, Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to keep going with the show?
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I got a lot of stuff I got to do today. I got to give the FXR a test ride. I mean, I had planned on doing it through Mike Ball's show. I didn't know what your intentions were. I didn't know how much time you had. What
What's
did
that?
you? I didn't know if you wanted to do Mike's show today as well. I don't know what you wanted to do. I thought you wanted to broadcast it in the.
You can.
I mean, that's what I thought we could do that. You know.
Yeah, and we can still keep running the show.
Yeah.
I mean, how long do you want to do the show?
I don't care.
Because
Sure. I
mean,
mean, after Mike's show, I think we should wind it down because I still got to
that's-
pack. I still
yeah.
got to pack. I still got to make, eat. I still got to do a shower and stuff. And I got to do a lot
Yeah.
of I got to bring the
So
FXR for a test ride and test out the FXR, fill it up with gas, fill my bike up with
yeah.
gas. So I got a lot to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But after,
Yeah.
I can go to like 12:30 Eastern time.
Cool. So works for me.
All right. Let me add Mike to the stage.
There you go. Look at that. Wait, who's the first comment on Mike?
Frank. I think Frank. Let me see.
Frank? You think so?
I have a feeling it's Frank. No, it's Carney. No shit. It's Carney. Yeah, it's Carney, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big shout out to Mike Ball.
Hell yeah.
If I had the controls, I'd be putting that shit right in there for you, Brad.
Yeah.
I have to say, Mike is a good friend.
Hell yeah.
Good guy. I mean, this is my morning. This is my morning thing. I mean, I've been supporting him for over a year, and I'll tell you what, man. I like watching my news. This is my news every
Yeah, I
day.
like watch. Yeah, I like this better than the news.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch the news. I think the news is horrible, but I like the show and how the news comes across through him. It's he cuts all the bullshit out. That's all.
Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share it.
Yeah, like, subscribe,
and share.
and
Tell
share
everybody, yeah, you know, let everybody know about us.
and donate.
Yeah, and most
Uh-oh.
definitely,
How did I
dude,
do that?
this is where I want that. This, see, Mike, I need that donate, obey right now. That would have been the key right there.
What the fuck did I do?
But you know what? You can always hit us on that Cash App.
Yeah, I'm gonna put those out in a second. So like sub share.
So,
And I'm going to throw these out right now.
watching it on the big screen. Mayhem. There it is. Dollar sign. Carney Vanguard. Capital C. Capital B.
Time to roll out to okay, Moto. Have a good day, man. Thanks, Moto. Appreciate you. Has about 15 vintage zips. That's awesome. Yeah, don't ever let go of those. Unless you get offered some killer money. Hell yeah. Where is Mike? Mr. Mike. There he is. Just refresh that. What's the countdown look like? He's ready to go. Are we sharing screen yet? Yes, we are. Okay, good. And the volume should be on. Oh, there it is.
Everything I want to be, I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host of fire. Feel and spirit, I'm broken. He rides onto his ready to claim his throne. A mystery, chaos and love. Insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power metal Carnys stone. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry.
Yeah, I know. Definitely, Moto. I know, right, Moto? Like your baby, good morning.
Happy freaking Friday to everybody. TGIF to everyone. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
It is October 17th, 2025, and we have a huge lineup for you guys, as we always do, it seems like here every morning. So the way that I have this labeled, because some of this is going to be happening later on today, like 3 p.m., or there's actually the beginning of a lot of this shit is going to be happening at 1 p.m. Eastern, so that by then it'll be 12 my time, and I'll already be off the show by then. But Trump and Zelensky are to be meeting at the White House today, and of course I think he's already there at the White House, but when they actually come out and do the press, all that kind of shit will happen later. Then we also have a little bit of update on U.S. pressure on Venezuela, as well as government shutdown day 17, as you guys know. And we're keeping up with all of it, man. And the way that we have this lineup actually this morning, because there was a lot of shit that happened yesterday it's Putin that, you guys need to know. So President Trump threatens to go in and kill Hamas. That happened yesterday. We'll go ahead and elaborate on that when we get to it. Then we have President Trump and Putin to be meeting in Budapest. All right, so that's going to be happening. This was announced yesterday. Meet in Budapest.
So I'm going to probably be on the mobile device.
The war in Ukraine. Then another update.
On my show when
Hungary meeting as Zelensky visits the White House. Yes, that's what we were just talking about. Killings continue in Gaza after ceasefire. Trump warns Hamas, and that's part of the deal that I was telling you guys about Trump. Given that threatens to go in and kill Hamas ordeal. Yeah, that happened yesterday. And then we're going to get into Trump and Zelensky are to be here today at the White House. And then shots fired in Philadelphia, SEPTA station, 1 wounded. I'm not really sure what that story is. It just came out 2 hours ago, so I haven't even watched it. I don't really have any context about it, but I do have it in the news cycle for you guys. As well as Broadview ICE facility, protesters clash with officers over there in Chicago. And Chicagoland, man, they just keep doing the pushback, man. So real quick, before we get into it, we got Sterling Wheel becoming not only a new member, by the way, thank you for that, but he's going to continue making this motherfucker rain because he gifted out 5 as well. Not only did he give himself 1, but then he gave out 5, man. I'm very honored by that. Thank you, sir. Papa Penguin for 21 fucking months. Holy shit, by the way. Wow. Welcome aboard to Sterling Wheel. This place is amazing, and the folks are even more amazinger. I agree, bro. I agree. Huge celebrations. 21 fucking months, man. That's legendary. Thank you guys so much. Before we get into it, though, make sure you guys hit that like button. Helps out the show immensely, and it's absolutely free to do so. If you guys are brand new to the show, hit that subscribe button because it's also free. But please consider becoming a member, starting only at $2.99 a month. We're making sure we're not breaking the bank out there with anybody, but check it out. This is what allows us to keep the lights on and allows us to be on the air, man. So I very much appreciate you guys for becoming members, staying members. It's a huge, that's how we stay alive. Just end of story, man. I couldn't survive on even super chats, all of that stuff. Those are very minuscule compared to what we have as the membership. So I'm very honored by that. Follow my Instagram, a little side note, at BallValveTV, where I post everything behind the scenes of not only my life, but as well as the show, Millennial Food Time, and breaking news as we continue on. Make sure you guys follow me over there and direct message me. It's a great way to get a hold of me one-on-one. We also have a Discord server that Naomi will throw into the chat for you guys. Make sure you guys join up on that. Majority of us, I would say actually a huge majority of us, maybe 98% of us in the IWF family is in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord and you don't have a Discord account or whatever, make one. It takes you 2 seconds. And it would be great to have you guys in there. And we also have the down below in the link down the description below of any live video, we have that invite for you guys as well. So make sure you guys join up on that. Last but not least, all super chats, super stickers, gifted membership signups are, of course, going to be presented live onto the show and shouted out. But if you guys would like to skip that YouTube 30% brutal cut that they take from your hard-earned cash, we have these platforms right here that you guys can donate to. And, of course, I'll read out your donations like as if it's a freaking super chat. So what's great about it is I get to have all of it instead of having to split it with YouTube 30%, right, man? So, anyways, let's get right into the business, man. Good morning to everybody. We got Motobomb in the building as well as Naomi. Miss Lotus, good morning to you guys. Always appreciate you guys. We got Wildcard as well as a Grillipus. Good morning. We got Gary as well. Good morning, you guys. Jimmy Mack and Mountain Woman. Great to see you guys. Hopefully you're all enjoying your morning so far. Your Friday, your Thirsty Friday, whatever. What were we? Freaky Friday? We had something like that. We got Josephus. Great to see you. Great to see him. Give me a little tongue twister there. Rabbit of Chaos. Always great to see you as well in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We got Browns Boy. Yes, sir. Always appreciate you hanging out with us. We got Sage Outcast over there as well. Always appreciate you guys. Carnys Ride saying like, subscribe, and become a member. Yes, sir. Always appreciate you. KP as well as Rob's neighbor. Yes, sir. Great to see you guys. All right, let's pretty much get right into it because you guys are like insane in the chat this morning. We got 13 as well as Chasing Ghosts. Good morning and fuck it Friday. Yes, I like that better.
Bruh.
I like that better. Fuck it Friday. All right, let's get right into it. This is this morning's lineup as I, read it out loud in the top of the show here. We're going to start off with President Trump threats to go in and kill Hamas, and this did happen yesterday. Let's go and figure out what is happening.
I want to take you out to this post here from President Trump. He actually just posted this on Truth Social a short time ago.
I saw when he actually posted this yesterday, and I was like, oh shit, motherfucker. He says, if Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice but to go in and kill them. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Like, holy fuck.
As he is responding to the Hamas terror group executing Palestinians in Gaza days after that ceasefire with Israel did go into effect. Trump writing on Truth Social, quote, if Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice but to go in and kill them. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, among the bodies that are still in captivity, Omer Neutral and Itai Hen, who were murdered and their bodies taken into Gaza on October 7th of 2023. I do want to bring in Congressman Pat Fallon, a Republican representing the 4th Congressional District of Texas, to talk more about this. Thank you so much.
I really don't need to hear what he's got to say on this, to be quite real. We already know that this is happening. Let's go ahead and go. We'll move on because honestly, I don't need to hear what he's got to say. We have more updates regarding Hamas upcoming. So let me go ahead and bring that up for you guys now, actually. I'll just go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and present this. Boom.
All right, you're watching live.
This is the latest update.
Now, I'm Austin Westfall. My thanks to Mike Page. He's been on the desk with you the past few hours. I've got you covered for the next few hours as we wrap up the evening's coverage. Let's start things off with Fox News' Trey Yingst. He's reporting live from Israel.
After releasing the bodies of 2 additional hostages overnight, Hamas says it now has handed over all of the remains it can locate. That means there are...
So I found how many dead hostages, bodies, did they hand over? I haven't heard the actual total number of dead hostages that were handed over, the remains.
4 people, dude.
We did hear that one of them was, and not even or ever was a hostage.
Yeah, they had to return it.
False testing for the person that was supposedly who it was, but it wasn't. And that wasn't Hamas's first time dealing with this.
Still 19 hostage bodies unaccounted for inside Gaza. But President Trump says Hamas...
He just said it. He just said 19 bodies are completely, basically untraceable. They can't find them. They can't locate them. So there was 29 dead before this agreement was, in place. And so they're missing 19. How many?
The bodies of 2 additional hostages overnight. Hamas says it now has handed over all of the remains it can locate. That means there are still 19 hostage bodies.
Okay, so there's still 19 hostage bodies. So that means they were only able to find 10.
Dude, they're going to have to go in there,
Gaza.
dude.
But President Trump says Hamas is not in violation of the agreement because locating and recovering the bodies of other hostages is going to take some time.
It's a gruesome process. I almost hate to talk about it. But they're digging. They're actually digging. There are areas where they're digging and they're finding a lot of bodies.
But Israel...
Real quick, since you got the money out there right now, we'll just do it real quick.
All right, just get the money part done.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
Perfect. All right, back to this.
The officials are pushing back, claiming Hamas is not holding up its end of the agreement, and the next phase of the deal can't move forward yet.
We are committed to bringing them all back until the very last one.
And funerals are continuing for the deceased hostages whose remains have been returned, with thousands of Israelis gathering to pay their respects.
I haven't been able to really understand what I'm feeling.
Wild card, it's one thing when you have live hostages that you're feeding, that you're taking care of, essentially, at least making sure they're staying alive to use them as political pawns. You can easily keep track of those people that are alive, but once they're dead, man, they're just stuffed into some random corner of the, Gaza tunnels and shit like that. Like, yeah, bro, good luck fucking finding these guys.
On one hand, great joy. On the other hand, the realization that you won't be returning.
Meanwhile, Hamas continues to reassert itself in the Gaza Strip, executing civilians it accuses of working with Israel or challenging the group's authority.
Effective governance in Gaza is an essential pillar
of recovery and stability.
I spoke with a number of Palestinians who say they expect these executions to continue with Hamas back in control of Gaza. In Tel Aviv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
Fox News.
And President Trump earlier today in the Oval Office was asked about Hamas's clashes with some of those rival groups. Let's listen.
Make sure you guys hit that like button. You guys don't have to like what's happening around the world over there in Israel and, regards to Gaza, but you guys can like it for me and my takes. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Let's get the likes up, man.
Real quick.
Looking at what's happening, and that wasn't the deal that was made, and we'll see what happens. It's calmed down. It's a tough neighborhood. We know that. We have a commitment from them, and I assume they're going to honor that commitment. I hope they do. And I understand they brought back some additional bodies today. It's a rough deal when you think of it, right? Very rough. And we have our hostages back completely. We were very lucky with that. But it's a tough situation.
Shit, Tiffany. Always appreciate you in the chat, by the way. Great to see you.
They brought back bodies
Happy
today,
Friday.
you probably know. But they also said they're going to behave. We're going to find out if they behave. If they behave good, if they don't behave, we'll take care of it. I'm looking at what's happening. And
So I wanted to read a little bit more from what President Trump said earlier in the day. He
yes, sir. Appreciate that answer, my
not
man.
only was talking about the return of the bodies, but he also said that we have no choice but to go in and kill them. That's if the bloodshed continues in Gaza.
Very
so
true.
President Trump had initially downplayed.
Yeah, just because their government, which is Hamas, agrees to something doesn't mean their soldiers or anybody else that's underneath the government of Hamas, their people even, that could be like exactly what you said, true believers of their cause, blah, 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 and then they're not going to stop no matter what.
Some of these clashes within the Gazan enclave. By the way, a live look at Gaza, the time, Israel Standard Time, 5:18 in the morning. We heard President Trump earlier in the day saying
What's up,
that
SNS?
Hamas had taken out a couple of gangs that were very bad. We also know that Hamas was recently seen on video publicly executing opponents in Gaza City's main square.
Steve Easy, I'll let you know who that's going to be. If it's not going to be someone attacking them directly, that's a different answer. If someone attacks Israel, then they retaliate and go crazy. That'll be a different answer that I would give you. But what I speculate is now that the axis of resistance is extremely, extremely weakened. Now here's the part I was thinking, if we weren't going to see anything happen between Hamas, I'm speculating or was speculating that the very next target the Israelis were going to target was Iran again. Okay. Go for the motherboard, right? And that's exactly what they were going to do. But I think that now that this whole thing with the United States, Hamas, and all this, there may be a little bit more strategic play on that. Maybe it'll be pushed out a little bit longer, because I was thinking within 2 months, if there was no ceasefire agreement with Hamas or anything like that, I was expecting Iran to be getting hit by Israel in 2 months. That was what I speculated.
Let's get the latest on everything in Gaza with Dr. Alon Burstein. He's here with me. There's been so much discussion as of late that even though the ceasefire...
I love this dude. This dude is really good. He's really extensive, so we're not going to listen to all of it because we've got a lot to get through this morning. But I really do appreciate his takes, and he's got a lot of knowledge.
And even though the IDF has withdrawn to that initial line, there continues to be killings within the enclave. A lot of people have questions about who exactly Hamas is fighting with. How do you answer that question when people ask you?
It's good to see you, Austin. And yeah, the situation is very complicated, and a lot of people are thinking.
Carney, you gotta understand. Like, let me just pause this for just a second. I mean, I've been following this since I was a fucking teenager, dude. And they've come out and they've proven that the Palestinian ethnic group has been so inbred, and what that does is it's basically first cousins. As first cousins in lineage over the years, there's a lot of first cousin fucking going on in their lineage. Okay, whether it's their fault or not, whether it's known or not, who knows? What all that leads to is higher anger issues, higher anxiety issues, like behavioral issues. Like, it all compounds. And this is an ethnic society of people that have been persecuted but by their own will, because they deserve it, I think. and they bring it upon themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like no one else is doing this, and they always cry victim. It just pisses me the fuck off so much.
I know. And this is why we smoke a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta let me refresh this.
Now, in this era of lawlessness during the war, then there's another version of clans, and the biggest of these is the most famous one, the Abu Shabab clan, that is operating in Rafah, and that is also known as the Popular Forces.
We hear
That's
it.
Different. That is Abu Shabab was, to be
You
frank,
can turn it up a little bit.
local thugs who, under the cover of
it might be me too. I might not have my
lawlessness in Rafah, because Hamas was kicked out of Rafah. Abu Shabab amassed around him a militia, and that militia ended up being affiliated with the Israeli military. Sometimes more explicitly, sometimes actually cooperated with them, handed over Hamas operatives, received
extra surprise. Great to see you. Happy Friday.
Sometimes more implicitly, they agreed.
Look at these insurgents.
Dude, it got me so mad when they were going out executing. They were executing citizens the other day. I was so pissed.
Really old-based rivalries with Hamas that Hamas is now trying to just take advantage of in order to take out. And some of these are actually new organizations that started cooperating with the Israeli military that now Hamas is trying to both take revenge on.
You know what, Josephus? I definitely have it. I got plenty of it, and I ain't smoking it. What am I doing?
What am
I doing?
I gotta dump this
let me
water.
fix this.
Yeah, fix that.
Okay, now it feels ultra good to be a G.
Denied.
All right, back to
also to ensure that they don't get too strong in the Gaza Strip.
There's been accusations from the Hamas side that some of these groups are in some way working with Israel. Is there any merit to that?
Absolutely. I will say, first of all, again, there are some groups that openly say that. The Yasser Abu Shabab group, the group that is operating in Rafah, which is, again, this area down here, that the Israeli military still entirely controls.
Yes, correct, which is the southern region of Gaza.
And Hamas doesn't really have a presence there. He amassed a militia around him. Some reports said 300 members, some reports said 1,000 members. They openly cooperate with the Israeli military. They openly secure trade routes for the Israeli military. They also openly said that they were going to cooperate with the Palestinian Authority. And they said they even had public announcements that they were calling on Palestinians to volunteer to join their security establishment and receive 3,000 shekels a month, 5,000 shekels a month for officers. That's between $1,000 and $2,000 a month. That's a lot of money. That's clearly coming from Israel. You know, that militia does not have that kind of money in the Gaza Strip. So some of these openly operating within Israel. And very interesting, one of the things that we've seen also, and this relates back to what I said about the Israeli military carrying out airstrikes in Saja'iyah. Saja'iyah is in the northern parts of the Gaza Strip over here. So the Israeli military is controlling an area known as the Yellow Line and really controls this area. Everything from here to Israel is controlled by the Israeli military. And there were some reports
just north of Gaza City, well, just into Gaza City.
Of Palestinians
because Gaza City is actually more northern.
Approached the Yellow Line and then were taken out by the Israeli military. And 2 days later, it was reported that the reason the Israeli military attacked them was not because they were posing a threat to the Israeli soldiers. It was because they were posing a threat to a Palestinian militia that the Israeli military is allowing to stay in that area that is under still the Israeli military's control. Israel has an interest in developing these militias. So a more cynical approach would be that the interest is to cause an uproar of almost civil war within the Gaza Strip again.
Which is kind of happening.
Yep.
You know, those executions that we may or may not have saw on social media, because I didn't show the executions on my YouTube channel. You can't do that. But you can do that shit on social media. And I realized that it's not just Hamas doing that to Palestinians. It's a different insurgent group or whatever the case is. I forget what they're actually called. But basically Hamas is like doing this like internal war with this other insurgent group, and I forget what they're called, man, but nonetheless, they were accused of giving intel to the IDF, giving intel, you know, that those kind of things, right?
Hamas. A less cynical approach would be as some sort of vision for a day after plan to say there needs to be a rival force in the Gaza Strip that is not made up of Hamas. One thing
you are awesome, Agrillipus, and so are you, Naomi. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you get the likes up, man. Always appreciate your guys' laborious work.
I have to say, and this is just one of the issues, because this is a repeated thing that militaries do. The United States did this in Afghanistan. Different countries did this in Syria. Different countries did this in Libya. There's this assumption that if you just arm these militias and pay them off, they will be on your side. Generally, historically, that is not proven to be accurate. But more than that, within the Gaza Strip, yesterday, there was a report that you cannot get a more damning report than this, that Hamas has taken over 40...
Damn, Papa Penguin, that sucks. Hopefully you're already feeling better, but that does suck.
5 pickup trucks and larger trucks that the Israeli military had given to these militias within those trucks, according to the report, money, hundreds of guns, ammunition, and also heavy weaponry. That was given by Israel to these militias.
Very good point, by the way, Steve Easy. Very good point. And these are kind of the big points that I have always had regarding American politics, right? Is the focus should be mainly here. But ironically, our main focus is international. Doesn't that shit suck? I mean, the reason why this is kind of all being presented overseas on all that shit is because we fucking pay for it. Yep. And that part is way more frustrating than any of it. That we pay for this shit. Around the world, we pay for it. One way or another, we're in somebody's fucking pocket. We've made handshake deals with the worst of the worst people in the fucking world. You know, but hey, that's what politics is. This internal shit, no, that's horse and pony show. Fucking outside is where the real politics are. It's crazy.
And Hamas has now taken that over as part of its fight with the ongoing militias. So what we're looking at in the Gaza Strip is a spiral right now into some form of chaos. It is possible, this is now speculation on my part, there's no report of this. It is possible that Israel and maybe the United States...
Whoa. Humongous Agrippa is coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Holy fuck.
Oh my God!
I very much appreciate you, kind sir. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted, not only helping me, but you're helping 5 others in the Breakfast Club, man. I very much appreciate you, kind sir. Thank you for that.
Would prefer to see chaos and rival factions rather than Hamas just reasserting control over the entire strip. I don't know that. But what we do know is with those militias, some of them being protected by the Israeli military, and Hamas, meanwhile, regaining its strength and regaining its weaponry, we're heading towards this internal clashes.
This is what President Trump said on social media earlier today. If Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal.
What happened?
That's why we kind of stopped that last video, because we really didn't need to hear from that last fucking dude. So I was like, well, we already have an update on this whole ordeal regards to Gaza and the ceasefire. Why do we need to listen to some old bullshit? Because we got the latest shit right here.
We don't have any specifics here. At first, people were wondering if Trump was talking about the U.S. going in and killing, because he says we in the statement here, but then he further clarified. He said that no, there's forces that are much, much closer to Gaza that would carry this type of stuff out. What does this kind of rhetoric mean for the ceasefire?
So when he says there's forces that are closer to Gaza, I mean, very clearly he's meaning the Israeli military. And, you know, Trump has used this rhetoric also with regards to the hostages. In that clip that he played before, he said, you know, we got our hostages back. There were no more living hostages with U.S. citizenship. They were all Israeli hostages. Trump has viewed this as part of, I think, his alliance with Israel and as part of his way to, you could say, entice Israel into the deal or force Israel into the deal. But whatever it is, he has used this as looking at it as our war with Hamas. And therefore, when it came to, for example, the peace conference in Sharm el-Sheikh, you don't even need Israel represented. The United States is there representing our side, so to speak, Israel and the United States. So I think, first of all, when he says we will go in, I had no doubt that he's not talking about sending U.S. troops. The last thing Trump wants to do, he's inconsistent about a lot of things. One of the things he's very consistent of is he does not want to send U.S. troops into foreign wars. So that's in terms of who is we. But in terms of what this will mean, this message, I'll say at best, is unclear. Because on the one hand, if Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we'll have no choice but to go in and kill them. Well, the deal says that Hamas is supposed to disarm. The deal has nothing to do with who gets killed in Gaza, so to speak. The deal is that Hamas should disarm and should not actually be in control and govern the Gaza Strip. Now, to large extents, you can't have it both ways. You can't say that Hamas needs to disarm and disappear, but also we'd like them to just stop the killing and then somehow that would be okay. Both sides right now are looking, Israel, the United States, and Hamas are accepting sort of this interim situation where Hamas is de facto regaining control in the Gaza Strip in a lot of different ways. It's deployed police officers. It has started to collect taxes. It is starting to, again, enforce its new regime of law and order. Israel's not attacking it. The United States is not attacking it. So it's being accepted.
I definitely like this. Steve Easy says, how can you be a loyal citizen and fight for another country? He's talking in particular of dual citizenships, stuff like that we have in our political landscape here in the United States.
That's happening,
Great
but
point.
We don't want them killing people. That's an unclear statement, because if we're accepting that Hamas is going to regain control in the Gaza Strip, even temporarily, guess what? Hamas runs a violent dictatorship. That's how they've always run. So if that is a violation of the deal unto itself, then the ceasefire has collapsed and we're going back to fighting. If that's not a violation of the deal because it's an interim position and we're hoping that eventually they disarm, then realistically, there's going to be no backlash to that. So seemingly that statement is Trump trying to say, stop it.
They're not holding their part of the deal. They
in which they would
haven't
say,
given up all
because
the
Hamas is attacking
corpses. All the
Palestinians,
dead
the Israeli military
hostages
can now
have
go
to
in
be
and
given
restart the
up.
war. That doesn't seem consistent with
They're
what
in
he wants.
they're in violation already.
No, yeah, it's definitely not what Trump wants. I think he's just using it as a deterrent. When it's kind of like that meme, like, let's negotiate, I'm going to blow shit up. Let's negotiate, I'm going to blow shit up. Well, when you finally go, hey, I'm going to blow shit up, they're going, hey, let's negotiate.
Yeah, let's
so
negotiate.
That meme is very true. And I think that a lot of what Trump does is on the basis of a threat, because the threat is better than actually doing it. It's better to give the threat and then concede, and then that you never did said threat, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and move into the next ordeal here. President Trump and Putin to meet in Budapest. We have that update for you guys. Let me see which one is most recent. Okay, this one's most recent, so we're going to go with this one. All right, let me go ahead and bring this up, and then we're going to light up our left-handed tobacco because it's time.
And welcome back, everyone, here to live now from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Page. Always great to be with you. We want to move now to international focusing on the war in Ukraine. Big news that will be coming tomorrow. President Trump will host Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky at the White House to discuss the ongoing war with Russia. We want to show you a
So that was yesterday, and it's happening today, just so you guys know. And they're not going to be speaking or getting on camera until somewhere around, I think, 1 or 2 in the afternoon Eastern. So that's today.
Down and updates along the way here on this war.
So I'm going to give you guys some context of what's happening today.
Those pictures. I'm sorry, Carney. I'm so I forgot about those pictures 3 times, dude.
The aerial attacks continue from both Russia.
We can barely hear it, motherfucker. Turn that shit up.
Ukraine as the
There we
conflict
go.
between the two nations drags on. President Trump
I saved
campaigned
all of
on
them.
ending the war in Ukraine, but so far that peace has eluded him.
They're going into the 4th year, and I want to see it stop.
Through phone calls and face-to-face
What's up, Jeremy Ryan? Shit, great to see you in the chat, man. Hopefully you're enjoying your Friday morning so far.
meetings, President Trump has been working to bring both sides to the negotiating table. Earlier today, the president said he made great progress during a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, and added discussions will take place next week between high-level Russian and U.S. officials.
I think we're going to have this one done hopefully soon, but I'll be meeting him probably over the next 2 weeks.
On Friday, Mr. Trump will talk with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House. But while Ukraine does want peace,
Which is today,
Zelensky is also interested in U.S. Tomahawk missiles, which can strike deep into Russian territory.
To make
what's up, Process? My man, good morning.
pressure on Putin. We need real air defense. And the second point, to have long distance capabilities.
But Moscow is warning there may be consequences if President Trump makes a Tomahawk deal with Ukraine.
They're very powerful. They're very accurate. They're very good, but we need them too. So I don't know what we can do about that.
President Trump says that next
We
week's
do need
meeting
them.
between U.S. and Russian officials goes well.
That's our shit, and if you want them, Zelensky, listen, you can buy them at full fucking purchase price. How about that?
Yeah. I
You
don't,
can go ahead and buy
I don't know
them.
if I said, but
You can absolutely buy that
hey,
shit, but us
Biker
just
Babe, how you
handing this
doing?
shit over to you, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're gonna buy that shit. That's what I would say. Buy that shit at full price.
Putin will meet in Budapest, Hungary. In Washington, Mike Emanuel, Fox News.
All right, Mike,
Fox
thanks so much
News.
for those updates. We want to continue to
Fox
talk on this
News.
topic. Big
Fox
updates will be coming tomorrow. We
I
wanna
have an update on that, by the way. There, Christopher Collins. It's coming up. We have some interesting shit over there at Broadview ICE facility. Protesters clashed with officers just an hour ago. Yeah, don't worry, I got it. So it's coming up here in the news. For us, we're going to be presenting it.
preview Zelensky at the White House, and then also talk about some of the negotiations along the way as well. So let's bring in our next guest to help break all of that down. Let's welcome in Davis Richardson, the CEO of American Ukrainian Strategic Partners. Thanks so much for being here with us, Davis.
I actually don't need to hear your breakdown there. We're going to move on because we have another update that happened this morning regarding Zelensky at the White House. So that's why we're going to cut him off. And we're going to go right into this one.
Thanks for being with us here on Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Christina Evans.
Oh,
we do want to kick off this Friday morning with some of our top headlines that we are going to be following. And as you can see it there on the bottom of your screen, starting off strong with some news about President Trump and what's expected to be on his agenda for today. And so, if you weren't aware, there's big news coming there to the White House as President Trump is expected to be meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
See, when I hear people speak at their normal speeds now, I just sit there and go, fuck, you talk so slow, man. Like I thought I was the one that smoked left-handed tobacco. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
At the White House. So this has been an anticipated meeting that we've been really building up to all week long. And I want to put this up on
where'd
the
he
screen so
go?
you're able to see really what we're talking about as it pertains to this conversation that's going to be
Did he
happening
go?
between the Ukrainian president today
Where'd
and
he
President
go?
Trump.
He had to
and
go?
yet another tease ahead to another
Damn
conversation
it.
happening with Russian President Vladimir Putin. And so ultimately, we do know that all of this comes after just yesterday,
There
Trump
he
announced
is.
on Truth Social that he said he had a meeting with his high-level advisors. They're talking about what is yet to come with President Putin. He says President Putin and I will then meet in an agreed upon location, Budapest, Hungary, to see if we can bring this quote,
Budapest,
embroiled war
Hungary.
between Russia and Ukraine to an end. President Zelensky and I will be meeting tomorrow. That's now today, Friday, in the Oval Office, where we will discuss my conversation.
No, I'm not hungry, but I think I got the munchies by now.
Looked into
Yeah, I'm.
the source, where I find all the videos and
Yes,
stuff like that.
I feel you,
And I
bro.
guess so
Yeah.
Republican House leadership on the shutdown.
You say hungry, we're
Johnson
like
says
munchies.
Dems are being
Yeah.
ran by the mob. Very interesting. Just came out 11 minutes ago. We're going to be watching that after we get through our morning here.
With President Putin and much more. I believe great progress is made with today's telephone conversation. And so while President Trump said that the pair did have a lengthy conversation talking about Putin on U.S.-Russia trade, he did not include any mention of the U.S. arming Ukraine with top-level defenses. This includes something called a Tomahawk missile, which is a major reason that Zelensky is coming to Washington, D.C., and the issue allegedly...
The reason why he looks like that is because he is that. He's like shorter than me. And I'm short. I'm a short king. Listen, I'm 5'7", right? I don't sit there and lie. But yeah, no, he's small. You should see him when he's standing next to Trump. It's hilarious, actually. It's like Robin Big.
That's fucking hilarious,
And so
dude.
earlier this week, President Trump said that he would need to
That's
he wants to
hilarious.
have the Tomahawks going in their direction. But we do know that acquiring some of these missiles is a top priority for
Oh,
Zelensky,
I
as
did
the
not
sophisticated weaponry would then be
take
able
my
to reach far
pills.
beyond Moscow and could change Ukraine's ability to hit not only
Where
only more
are my
Russia's military
pills?
complex, but also its oil industry, which largely funds its war chest. And so the announcement of this Trump-Putin meeting comes just hours after Russian missile strikes and drone strikes were striking cities in Ukraine just yesterday. And so it's been a top priority for Zelensky on this current trip here to Washington, D.C. to make sure that he is able to secure weaponry in this fight. And so what we want to do...
So he's just coming here to beg for money.
Basically.
Or, well, not really. Basically, in what it boils down to is money. But yes, he's coming to ask for tomahawks. He wants tomahawks. That's what he wants, to go home and secure some sort of deal with some tomahawks. Well, listen, motherfucker, you can pay for that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit! Now, let's put this up on your screen to give you a response to how Zelensky has been since talking on his X account. He says, quote, nothing has changed for Russia. It is still terrorizing life in Ukraine. A swarm of drones struck a city there, hitting civilian infrastructure. There were dozens more attack drones in our skies. Missiles were also spotted. In fact, not a single night in recent weeks has passed without Russian strikes on Ukraine. Most of the targets are infrastructure, a systematic campaign of terror against our energy sector. Russia is trying to leave this part of Europe an island of peril and torment for human life. It's crucial to not let this happen. Russia will be forced to stop the war once it is no longer able to continue it. And Russia's true readiness for peace lies not only in words. Putin has never been short of those, but in actual ceasing the strikes and killings. That's precisely where he has been.
Yeah, Mountain Woman, I can't stand Zelensky. I can't fucking stand him. This dude, he sucks. Everyone sucks, bro. Like, how about this? Fuck Putin and fuck Zelensky. How about that? They're both dickheads. But Zelensky, he bothers me way more than fucking Putin does. This motherfucker is just he's a sucker, bro.
Problem. Therefore, every air defense system for Ukraine matters. It saves lives. Every decision that can strengthen us brings an end of the war closer. And so wanted to make sure we got that statement out there from Volodymyr Zelensky on his X account. And once again, he's already in the United States meeting with several other business leaders as well. He put this up on his account in the last few hours. saying, I met with executives of American energy companies. The challenge is clear. Ukraine needs more strength, and we can achieve this together. We discussed the urgent needs of the moment, very concrete measures to support our energy system, as well as long-term cooperation. There are specific projects that could create more opportunities for both countries. Thank you. And so that's how we signed off on this measure. So once again, what we're really paying attention to today will be that meeting that's happening there in the Oval Office between President Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky, with Zelensky already being here on United States soil. We will see how this shapes up.
So he is here already. Yes. All right. So I wish they actually gave out the timeline on here, but they didn't. I saw the timeline on the live stream of Live Now from Fox this morning, and it's sometime like at 1 or 2 in the afternoon Eastern. So unfortunately, I won't be able to cover it. But we are going to go into another ordeal here before we get into that Broadway or Broadview ICE facility over there in Chicago. We're going to bring up shots fired in Philadelphia, SEPTA Station, 1 wounded. And I have no context to this story, by the way. This is news to me. So we're going to find this out together. And this is a very quick breaking segment.
We'll come back in there in just a minute. But again, breaking news that is now coming into our newsroom. I want to put this up on your screen. This is an announcement that we have there from our partners there at Fox 29.
What's going on, Mark? How you doing?
That there has been a shooting at the SEPTA station at Philadelphia
Yeah,
City Hall. So there you can see it there. This is from Steve Keeley there with Fox 29. Putting this up on your screen as well. This is a live vantage point that we have there in Philadelphia.
Oh.
So according to some of our partners there, investigators say that a man was shot during an argument on the SEPTA platform underneath Philadelphia City Hall earlier this morning. And so we're continuing to watch and see how this is currently unfolding as well there out of Philadelphia. But officers from the Philadelphia Police Department responded to City Hall around 7:30 a.m. for those reports of that shooting.
Damn. So, I mean, it really just happened.
Investigators say that they found a man was shot with a gunshot wound to the side and rushed to a nearby hospital. His condition is currently unknown at the time. Police believe the shooting happened during an argument between 2 men on the southbound platform. And so
sounds about fucking Philly.
the suspected shooter,
Sounds
who
very
was described
Philly.
as a known doer, did flee before those officers arrived. Thankfully, though, we did get an update there from some of those officials in Philadelphia. Want to make sure that we play that out for you here on Live Now from Fox.
You know,
Make sure you guys hit that
let's
like
just
button
say
like the email
Philly.
says. I very much
I want a
appreciate
Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, I want a cheesesteak now too.
that. Why is it echoing? What? Come on, you guys over there.
Hungry.
Shit. You guys get funded all this money and shit. You guys can't get your audio right.
Yeah, for real.
One man was shot in the right side of his torso. He was moved and taken to the area hospital, but he's in critical condition. The alleged shooter is supposed to be known doing with a flash of a blue shirt, blue jeans, and blue jacket with a hood.
It says right here, man shot during argument at Philadelphia's City Hall SEPTA station. Then second point, alleged shooter fled before officers arrived and no other injuries were reported.
I was told blue scrubs, but that's not true. When I just looked at it, it looked like blue scrubs, but it was blue jeans and definitely blue shirt.
And where was he last seen?
Somewhere on the Rush Street line southbound.
And what's the latest condition you have on the victim?
Critical.
So the victim is critical.
City of brotherly
just a quick
love.
update that we
Oh,
wanted to
there's
get
the
from
blood
some of
right there. Yep, look at the blood right there, gushing out right there. Just sitting there,
those
yeah.
officers on the scene there, also showing you some video footage that's there courtesy of some of our partners at Fox 29. So that's the SEPTA station. Scary moments as that shooting happened there with the officers from the Philadelphia Police Department responding to that City Hall station around 7:30 a.m. this morning. Investigators say that that man was shot during an argument that happened on the platform. The man, though, the suspect, who police described as a known doer, did flee before those officers arrived. We were able to...
Well, good luck finding that motherfucker. I mean, listen, what I will say is you can't do shit in public, especially in the cities, and not be recorded somehow. There's always some sort of camera, CCTV. There's some sort of security camera. There's
You're
always
fucked.
something that's going to catch you, man. So I don't recommend doing any of this bullshit.
Nope.
Obviously. So we're going to go into now Broadview ICE facility. Protesters clash with officers. So I do want to say this before we start. Tomorrow morning, Steve Easy actually gave me the motivation, I guess, behind it, is we're going to be doing for members only, which is what we do every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. for you guys in the membership. We're going to be going over some of the craziest protest clips that we can ever,
That's great,
some
dude.
liberal protest clips. That
I love
just
it.
some of the craziest whack jobs out there.
Hell
We're gonna make sure
yeah.
we get some
I
of the
love that
funniest and
shit,
maybe even
bro.
funniest moments.
I love
but yeah,
that,
it's gonna be a
dude.
great ass time for sure. All right, to this.
I'll probably be on the bike watching it.
You know what? Because they're actually doing the movements, I'm not gonna have this sped up. I'm gonna have it look
Brotherly
normal
love. Yeah.
until we hear someone speaking.
Yep.
What's up, Jason? What's up, Jay? Shit.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
Oh, breakout. Breakout.
Do a fair price, of course. I gotta figure out where this came from. Double piece of fucking Velcro. That's a good find. Where can I put that? I bet you it was off his helmet too.
Absolutely. We'll see you on the flip side, Naomi. Always appreciate you. And thank you for your hard work in the chat. Always appreciate that, by the
Yep.
You started this.
You started this.
You're not going to win.
This is all your fault.
It's fucking chaos, bro.
Oh shit! Beyond
this is chaos.
It wasn't me. It was a one-armed man.
You guys are idiots.
Dude, they're fucking
liberal
morons. Dude.
Morons.
Dumb and
Noise.
noisemakers, bro.
Mama Luke.
All they are, noisemakers.
Keep it moving. It's always the white liberal, bro. They're
Yep.
the most dangerous people to our fucking country. The white liberal women, white liberal men, they are fucking the worst demographic of the United States.
I agree.
The worst.
All right, we wanted to play out this just taking place a few moments ago outside of Broadview, Illinois, as protesters gathered.
Here, I'll play it for you guys.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
You are gay.
You are gay.
Outside of that ICE facility,
gay.
continuing a series of
Why
weekly
are you
demonstrations that,
gay?
as you can see, have sometimes resulted in
Are
a bit
you
of violence. And so just a few moments ago, we got the video into our newsroom as those officers and the protesters clashed, some of them going down to the ground,
Why
seeing
can't I
them being
type?
taken into handcuffs or
On
zip
what?
ties to be able to restrain them
I just
on
can't
the
type.
ground. But the pushing that started this all off, the clashes
You need to smoke
continuing
another one.
back and forth,
My
with
first day.
conversations happening, officers there shouting
You need to smoke
instructions of what
another
they
one.
would like to
Yeah.
see, these protesters going back and forth, making sure that their voices are heard as well. And so these protests, of course,
Jesus
follow a
Christ.
federal
I still
judge's
can't-
order
I still
earlier
can't
this week
type.
requiring the
Son of a
Dwayne, what's up, homie? Hopefully you're enjoying
Son of
your
a
morning as well.
bitch.
Great to see you.
removal of a fence.
What's up, brother Tank?
All right, so we're going to move into now the government shutdown, day 17. All right, let's go ahead and bring this up for you guys. This will be our final for the morning. And stick around. Make sure you guys, this is going to be a little lengthy. We're not going to listen to all of the questions and all of that because it can be a little lengthy. But we will be ending off with this story today. Make sure you guys also stick around because we're going to be rating a friend of the channel, of course, what we do at the end. It's always a great time. So anyways, here's day 17.
Well, good morning. Welcome to day 17 of the Democrat shutdown. I feel like on a day like this at the end of another...
What's up, Brother Lee? Hopefully you're enjoying your morning. Great to see you, by the way. Happy Friday.
Another long week. I just feel like we ought to apologize. I hate that we have to do this. I don't want to be here any more than you do talking about this subject. It is so difficult to be a happy warrior when you know that so many millions of American people are suffering, being made to suffer unnecessarily because of the Democrats' political games. If you're keeping count at home, we're on day 17 of the shutdown. The Democrats have now voted for the 11th time to keep the government.
Damn, they've done 11 fucking votes on this. Wow,
Fucking
11.
bullshit, dude.
God damn. And they're still voting no.
Still voting no.
11 times now. They've refused to just do their basic job, get the government going again, making sure that federal employees are paid, that our troops are paid, Border Patrol agents, TSA agents, air traffic controllers, and everyone else who relies upon the vital services of our federal government. They're being denied that because Democrats in Congress are playing games. And right now, to add insult to injury, if you're paying attention at home, you also need to...
Also, if you're paying attention at home, you guys would hit that like button. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Make note of this. Yesterday, the Senate Democrats took it a step further. They rejected a standalone bill to fund our nation's defense and pay our troops. They voted it down.
So they voted down to pay the troops that are serving this country. Well, it doesn't matter that you vote it down because the Department of War is going to be paying for it. So paying their check anyways. So good on Trump for actually making sure that our troops don't go without, because that's insane. Fuck all the rest of these politicians and all the federal bullshit. But regards to our troops, yeah, they don't ever deserve to be not receiving a check, ever.
Why is that so noteworthy? Well, the bill was passed out of committee in the Senate with broad bipartisan support. And yet, the Democrats still engaged in a stunt on the floor, and they rejected it.
What's up, Zip Tie? Good morning to you.
Now they are on record specifically and exclusively to block the paychecks of the troops, to block the funding of our national defense in a very dangerous moment in world history.
Yeah.
It is absurd to us. Leader Thune said this on the floor, on the Senate floor after that vote. He said, quote, "That one vote demonstrates just how fundamentally disinterested Democrats are in supporting our troops and providing for our common defense." Yes, that is exactly what we saw. And I suspect that if they were here today and it was on the floor, they'd do it once again. Now, tomorrow, the Democrat leaders are going to join for a big party out on the National Mall. They're going to descend on our Capitol for their much-anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally, okay? And I'm not sure how anybody can refute that. If you think about what's going to happen here tomorrow, you're going to bring together the Marxists, the Socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party.
Way.
That is the modern Democratic Party. That's where they've gone.
That's a lot. That's beyond a lot.
The Hate America rally is the common theme among all those groups.
That is
Listen
ridiculous.
to the language they use themselves. Many of them don't like living in America. They hate capitalism. They hate our free enterprise system. They hate our principles. They hate the ideas that we come in to work every day and fight for, to preserve, and the greatest nation in the history of the world. They hate the idea of individual freedom and limited government. They hate the idea of the rule of law. They fight against it all the time. They hate the idea of peace through strength. They lobby against it all the time. Individual freedom, limited government, the rule of law, peace through strength, fiscal responsibility, free markets, human dignity, the things that lead to human flourishing, the things that made us the greatest nation in the history of the world. They're opposed to law enforcement. They're opposed to military.
I remember that.
And their votes show it over and over. That's the collection of
I
voices
remember
that you'll
that.
hear
Totally, yeah.
tomorrow that the Democrats will go out and raise their hands with and cheer with. And some of these
And he
people are
recovered,
so
thank
blinded
God.
by their hatred of President Donald Trump that they can't find one reason to celebrate America.
Orange man bad, always.
Or all that we've accomplished and continue to accomplish under this new administration. Now, obviously, every American has every right to exercise their First Amendment freedoms. I'm personally a big advocate of that. I spent the first 20 years of my legal career in the federal courts before I came to Congress defending the right to free speech. They have the right to do it. Republicans, by the way, are the party that fights to maximize your liberty. And we believe, just as our founders did, that every American has been endowed by God himself with unalienable rights, and that includes the rights to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. But tomorrow...
What's up, Brother Frank? Good morning and happy Friday.
Tomorrow, this rally is not about freedom. It's about the opposite. For many of our Democrat colleagues, tomorrow is about creating really a spectacle. That's what they've been doing here every day of the shutdown with their little TikTok videos and their publicity stunts.
Yep.
And they're going to do it in a much larger venue tomorrow.
Yep.
And as the shutdown drags on, damn it! It's becoming increasingly clear that this spectacle is the reason the Democrats have refused to reopen the government. Just read a sample of the materials that this organizing group has circulated far and wide about the event tomorrow. They distributed talking points cheering on the shutdown. I mean, they're urging this on. They love this. They're cheering on the decision to close the government.
They blame
organizer said this. This is his words, not mine. Quote, he hasn't surrendered yet. I call that progress.
Now
Maybe
I have
that's what
nothing
led
to
Chuck Schumer
fucking
to say that every
protest.
day
Now
of
I
the
gotta
shutdown
thank you for
gets
peace in
better
the
for
Middle
us.
East.
That's what he said.
I'm still
Since
not
the Democrats
happy.
have had their 7th, 8th, 9th,
They will
10th,
stump
11th
their toe
opportunities to
and
reopen
blame
the government,
Trump.
they have obeyed the mob. They've listened to that. On Wednesday, this is pretty ominous. I don't know
How
if
can you
anybody's reported on
possibly
this,
bring
but you should.
peace to the Middle East?
So there's the whole Johnson says Dems are being ran by the mob.
Answer of tomorrow's event
Comment.
issued an open threat to Democrats in Washington.
I
And this
thought
is
they
what
were the mob.
he said, quote, the cavalry is coming in on October 18th, and they're either going to be celebrating you or they're going to be calling for new leadership in the Democrat Party. Now, I know who heard that. Chuck Schumer heard it. Hakeem Jeffries heard it. And their actions and their votes show that they are taking that as an order. Evidently, they've decided it's more important to show a fight to President Trump and appease this mob than to reopen the government and ensure the American people are taken care of. It's a binary choice right now.
I love how this chick right here is just staring straight into, like, I can't tell if she's staring
I
right
think
at the
they're
camera
gonna
or she's
overthrow the
staring at a
Democratic
teleprompter
Party.
or something like that. But
I
she
think
is just
that may
staring
happen.
at it. I just
You know
can't
what
help
I'm
but point
saying?
it out.
And to the surprise of literally no one, Chuck Schumer confirmed yesterday that he'll attend tomorrow's
Like have
rally. Of
a
course he will.
revolt against
He gave an impassioned
that
speech on the
party.
Senate floor. He urged his colleagues to stand with him and fight against President Trump. The fight is absurd. Senator, you've been in office for 44 years.
I'm looking at you,
Hang around
America.
to the mob, yeah.
You've been in Congress longer than that, but you've been in Congress for 44 years, and everybody clearly understands what's going on. You're holding the entire country hostage to protect your own
Fire in
political
the
career.
hole.
I mean, no one can deny that. And what you're doing is absurd. You're demanding a $1.5 trillion new spending instead of the clean, totally nonpartisan CR that you yourself voted for just 7 months ago. The whole charade is obvious. And I also want to point out the irony that is equally clear, okay? As much as we disagree with Schumer and the Senate Democrats, and
I just want to clarify
all
something.
that's going to happen tomorrow, no one,
That's-
not a single person is going to be standing in their way, their right to exercise,
and
assemble,
99
and protest peacefully.
billion
That alone
dollars.
is a profound testament to the strength of our republic, to the
And it says up here,
And
of course, but
another
Senate adjourned until Monday, of course.
6
So here's the timeline, at
100
least
billion
the
on
very
top
first
of that
timeline regarding Zelensky.
is what they're asking
he is,
for.
here on
That's
our soil in
1.5
U.S. soil,
trillion,
but
I believe.
Zelensky will be showing up
That's
at the White
ridiculous.
House at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then
Like-
I believe 1:15 is when they do that small press whatever. Then they go and have a conversation, and they come back like an hour and a half later or whatever, and
happening,
they do
dude?
some big conference. Or
beauty
whatever.
of America.
But that'll be all today.
They're decrying the country that allows them to engage in this activity. And the last time I checked, Americans have more freedom right now to express themselves and speak their minds after Republicans took over and ended the years of having millions of Americans' voices systematically silenced during the COVID pandemic years and the left's cancel culture. It is the Republicans that restored your right to share and speak your mind. And that's the first and most obvious irony of the Hate America rally. The second and even more absurd fact is that all the Democrats who are so angry that they don't control the government are the same people who have decided to shut it down and hand the keys to President Trump. That's the great irony. Chuck Schumer said it himself. I brought just two lines out of his New York Times op-ed that he wrote and published March 18th of this year. And he pointed out there, in a shutdown, this is his words, the Trump administration would have wide-ranging authority. He said there's no check on their determinations on what is essential and what is not. Chuck Schumer put it in writing and published it. He knew this scenario, and he is the one that has decided to hand the keys to the kingdom to President Trump. When he shut down the legislative branch, the chief executive...
Chuck Schumer is such a joke, too.
He has the authority to make the decisions.
He is an
in the
asshole.
executive branch. He has no choice. They have turned off the funding streams, and they have to...
Be safe out there, Brother Steve. We'll see you for members only tomorrow.
...to triage the situation with federal spending. Everybody on the mall this weekend should recognize and remember who's responsible
I don't know
for
the answer
taking
to
the
that,
reins
Jay.
of Congress and handing them to President Trump. It's Chuck Schumer. He's the one that's done it, and he can make it stop tomorrow if he had the courage to tell you the truth. But he's incapable of telling the truth right now, and he's doing something that's unprecedented. Never in the
Well, he is definitely drank the far left's Kool-Aid.
history of Congress has a party shut down the government over a clean CR. This is an unprecedented event, and it's inexcusable. And it's Chuck Schumer who's making the decision to keep the government closed. And until the mob and Bernie and AOC and the rest of the socialists give him permission to reopen the government, we're afraid that Americans are going to continue to suffer at the hands of Democrats' political games. I doubt Americans will hear that on the protest days tomorrow, but that is the truth. And it's why Republicans are here and will continue to be here every single day, sharing the facts with...
Man, the big protests are supposed to happen across this nation tomorrow, theoretically, which is going to happen. But it's crazy how they call for a specific day, and it's very it's just interesting to me how they work. But maybe we'll even cover a little bit of that tomorrow while we're in members only, if any kind of crazy or radical shit happens by that time, which may not happen by that time. 10 in the morning on Saturday, they're probably still sleeping. They're not going to be like protesting out there until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Well, who knows? But I'm just saying.
The American people for as long as it takes. In just a moment, you're going to get to hear from our dear friend and colleague, the chairman of our Armed Services Committee, Chairman Mike Rogers of Alabama. As I mentioned at the top of the remarks, Democrats have voted 11 times now to block the paychecks for our troops. And we have a duty to support those men and women who defend.
Yeah, it's all through Google. So if you have your PayPal linked to your as a payment option on Google, then yes, you can.
Our country and all the rest of us, and the Democrats are failing our brave heroes. Chairman Rogers is here to tell you more about that and the other grave implications for our national defense and our military readiness. I'm happy to introduce him to you right now. Chairman Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of y'all.
Roll Tide.
All being here and focusing on what this means for us.
Exactly.
We are very fortunate that President Trump,
Very well said, Mark.
found a way to pay our troops this Wednesday on their pay. For those of you who aren't aware, this country has never
God bless America.
48 years because of congressional inaction.
And my
motorcycle.
motorcycle.
That would have happened this
Fucking
Wednesday
damn
before
right,
President
bro.
Trump did. I do want you to know that option is not going to be available in 2 weeks for their next page. We had 2 million service members that were able to get paid this week because of President Trump's creativity. And these are families that are serving around the world.
Carney, you got 4 new subs this week, bro.
Favorable conditions, making huge sacrifices for our freedom and safety.
I think we all agree on this.
396.
I don't think anyone, at least who he's talking to, I know he's not just talking to this room, he's talking to the American
104
public.
more.
But I think that anybody with any sort of decency,
I got 453. I went up 2.
Hell yeah.
Troops
453.
to go without.
Nice.
It's insane that anybody would advocate otherwise.
And most of them live paycheck to paycheck. Most of them have less than $3,000 in savings, and 1 in 5 of them only have one source of income. So this is very real for these folks. Now, the 500,000 civilian federal employees they're going to miss their first paycheck next week.
Hell yeah.
And then the rest of them the week thereafter.
Nice, Mark.
This is going to get really painful for
So
a lot
long,
of civilian
babe.
employees. Obviously, I think about the DOD civilian employees, but throughout the federal workforce, people will start missing their first paycheck next week and the week after. And it's solely at the feet of Chuck Schumer and the Democrats in the Senate. This body has passed a funding bill that just continued the Biden budget for a few weeks while we negotiated. And it's the Democrats who have decided to shut this government down. Another consequence that we're dealing with, we were just informed last night by the National Nuclear Security Administration, the group that handles and manages our nuclear stockpile, that the carryover funding they've been using is about to run out. They will have to lay off 80% of their employees.
80%.
These are not employees that you want to go home. They're managing and handling a very important strategic asset for us. They need to be at work and being paid. Other things that some of our civilian and active duty employees are having to suffer is they don't get to do routine medical and dental care when they're in a shutdown. They don't have tuition assistance when they're in a shutdown. If you're in a
shit, sounds like the rest of the country. Go to the emergency room.
Yep.
Permanent duty change of station that's occurred during the shutdown, you're just stuck. Your apartment may already be closed. You may be supposed your furniture is going somewhere, and you're stuck in limbo. All these things are real life problems.
Groceries.
Being
You got to
imposed
eat.
on them by the Democrats,
Especially if you're living
Russia,
week to week.
China, Iran, North Korea, their governments are
What's
not
up,
shut down.
Holies?
These are the members of the axis of evil that we're having to deal with, and we need our Defense Department operating on all cylinders. Y'all know we've recently passed the reconciliation bill. We're in the middle of contract negotiations for nuclear submarines, for destroyers, for aircraft carriers. All that had to stop because of this. We have personnel that are supposed to be analyzing our intelligence gathering. They're gone home. They've gone home. They can't do their jobs. This has very real national security implications that Chuck Schumer has imposed on this country, and it needs to end. It needs to end, especially now before people start missing paychecks. And with that, I'll yield to the leadership.
Thank you, Chairman Rogers. Well, Chairman Rogers just laid out some of the dire consequences that are happening today because Chuck Schumer decided to shut down the government. And a lot of people ask, what's the off-ramp? And especially they ask, what changed in Chuck Schumer from just a few months ago, back in March when Chuck Schumer voted for these very same funding levels?
What changed?
Chuck Schumer himself voted for these funding levels in March, and today he's shutting the entire government down, jeopardizing America's national security over those same levels. And so what changed? And I think you don't need to look any further than what you saw on the stage in New York last night. A debate between the leading candidates for mayor of New York to see how far Chuck Schumer's party has moved to the socialist left. When you see Mondami, who's the leading candidate.
Well, like I said, Schumer has definitely 1,000% drank the Kool-Aid here, man.
Yeah, dude.
Of the radical left, which is a damn shame. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to go ahead and close it. We are at our time. We're past an hour. With that being said, I'll yield my time. Much love, honor, respect to everybody. Make sure you guys stick around for the raid. We're going to be sending you guys off to our brother Sick Bastards. Stick around for that. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out.
I thought they were going to go
through
for you.
with the raid, man. All right. With that being said, much love, respect, honor, all that. And God bless everyone. We'll see you guys very soon.
Damn it. Yeah. I thought he was. He already went to me once. Why isn't he going to you? Yeah. I get flustered.
So I guess you're going to be staying up for a little bit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, I know how that is. I remember the first time you did it to me.
Great show. Yeah, it was a great show this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good times. You live once, and a few world leaders make it miserable when it should be fun, is right. Yeah. Have a great day, Mark.
Fun till Dad takes a T-bird away. Right? go, my brother. Let the show continue.
What's up, Moto?
Ah, shit.
What's going on,
Hey,
man?
Moto.
How are you, brother? That was a good show, eh?
Hey.
What's up, Mike? Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Much love, honor, and respect. Shit. What's up? What's going on? How's things? SNS, what's up, man? Good to see you, Tiffany. What's up? Good to see everybody.
Tiffany. SNS.
Legends. You're all legends. That was a great show today, Mike. It was good times, man. Schumer, man, it gets me so mad, man. Dude, he's not right, dude.
Emotional damage.
He's just not there, dude. He's so like whatever, just letting everything fall to shit. And you know, it's you can just see it. It's just like they vote one way and then all of a sudden they stop. You know, they're like, oh, we're gonna hold everything up. Fuck that. It's all politically motivated. Nice. Is coughing at stoplight and dying. Uh-oh. It's not the first time it's during season changes. We'll do that every now and then. Why? Yeah, Mike, those are awesome. Good times. Why is it doing that, Moto? I mean, that makes me wonder if it's moisture or condensation in the tank that's accumulated. And maybe it's sucking a little water once in a while. I don't know. He's a sellout. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what it seems like. Yeah, thank
Sorry,
you, Mike.
guys.
And yeah.
Hey, thanks for the raid, you guys, over the sick bastard. That's awesome. You have to excuse me. I had the munchies. We've been blazing quite a bit watching.
Yeah, I got those pictures. Let me see if I can put a couple of those pictures up. They're pretty fucking funny.
I thought you might like those.
Yeah, we got this one. Let's see. Let's add that one to the stage.
For those that like to fish.
This is for those who like to fish. And then let's see what else we got. We got this other one.
Yeah, go figure. Carney eating corn dogs.
That guy, we got that guy looks
the
pretty
flaming
cool.
Bud. I like the
Yeah.
flaming bud.
Got that guy.
So cool.
And then we got this last guy. The guy at the campfire. Look at these guys having
Couple stoners.
s'mores. Couple
Yeah.
stoners at the campfire.
Having some s'mores, man.
Having some s'mores, man. What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
13, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, man.
What up, 13?
Something's off with the fuel, is right. Yeah. So you either got debris clogging it. Yeah, you got either debris clogging it or something, or you got water going in. I'm kind of leaning toward I mean, maybe debris. Debris choke. I mean, because it's fuel injected, right, Moto? It's not carb. It's fuel injected. It's the MC Prez. What's up, man? No, I just filled up the last time I rode like a mile from my house, and so I don't know if it has any significance. Bad batch of gas. And it's high test? Super?
You know, I have to say.
He's going to send me a clip.
Okay. So when we were sitting there watching Mike's show and us blazing, and we're sitting there figuring out, man, we have to blaze quite a bit to deal with the bullshit out there.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
Because that shit is mind blowing. It's man, there's just so many stupidity. What else is there? A lot of morons.
It's like there's. It's all for selfish gain.
Yes. Speaking of selfish, let's be selfish.
Yeah, let's be
Hey, hit
selfish.
that like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to let you know when the show's on. Yes, and Cash App us. If you like what you see, and even if you don't, you can still Cash App. You got me with the $, Carney Vanguard, capital C, capital V, and then Sick Bastard. Throw yours up.
Yeah, I gotta throw mine up.
Slam that one.
Thank God it's not blasting. God, it was when I threw the first time I threw it up. It's so loud. Got wow. Let me see. What am I doing? There we go.
I'm just glad that, you know, gee, that wasn't even a fucking 24-hour fucking shutdown either. That was weird.
I wonder if how many weeks it's going to go. I think it's going to go 4 weeks. That's going to be a month. I mean, is it already at 2 weeks?
Hey, Mikey, you still in the chats?
Yeah, he had to step
He
out.
could tell you better than anybody.
Yeah.
He deals with that shit.
Usually do it for the days.
He's the one that, yeah, he's been on furlough the whole time. Since it started. I mean, right when they fucking.
One. Have a lot of crap fuel. That's annoying. Like, if I got shit fuel, I'd be pissed, dude.
Dude, I remember when Sam's Club produced a lot of fucking
3
shit
clips.
fuel. I sent you 3 clips. Right. Hey, Dragon Classy, how you doing? 16 Prospect Mike says it's been 16 days, 10 hours, and 16 minutes.
He knows the absolute day.
Yeah, I told you. Thank you, Mikey.
Good morning, Dragon. Electric fuel pump, yeah, it has to. Fuel injection. 16. Oh my God, it's over 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. 16, 10 hours. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Mike. Christ. Sounds like a pump gets warmed up from sitting and smooths out, seals, or on the FP. You hear that, Moto? From sitting and smooths out, seals, O-ring on the fuel pump. I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Mr. It's
15 dyno.
It's 15 dyno. I believe it's electronic. I hear it before starting. Okay. Yeah, but what he's saying is maybe that the O-ring isn't sealing at first, and then when it warms up, the O-ring expands. Yeah, I love that thing. I think it looks so awesome. When he showed that to me, I was like, "Holy shit, that's awesome!" The Cash App thing that Carney made, yeah. So I'm thinking that's what I think he's saying. He's saying is Mr. 13 is saying that once it heats up, the O-ring expands and makes the seal better. If it's at colder temperatures or cooler temperatures, maybe. Or a fuel pump getting weak. Try a new fuel pump. That's a lot of money, though, isn't? Was the R1 fuel pump the one that was ridiculous money, or was the Harley one ridiculous money too, Moto? Do you know? Baker, what's up? But it's done this most of its life for like 10 years. Once or twice a year, it will do it and just give me trouble for a day or maybe two. So it's got a quirk. It's got a tiny little quirk. That's not too much. That wouldn't make me sweat it either, I don't think. Just like I wasn't sweating myself, was it a solenoid? Or a transistor underneath the seat? No, a relay. It's a relay. That's what it is. Just like the relay, because it would still work. I would just have to, unscrew my seat and pop the seat up and just like tap the relay a little bit, and then it would start. But who wants to keep doing that day after, every time you start your bike, you got to take the seat off. You got to tap the relay. You got to hit the button. I did that for like a month until I got my money, or actually until Sterling bought me the relay. That's how that worked. I didn't have, I was doing that every day. Tap, 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 start, tap, tap, tap. Like, yeah, it works. Just needs a little motivation. But it worked. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Forgotten Angels, but Forgotten Angels Campout's coming up. And what they do is they help men and women and men that age out of foster care, and they help them get jobs. They help them get a bank account. They help them get a place to stay, work, a trade, life skills, assistance through the county if they qualify. I'm sure most of them do, and stuff like that. So if you're familiar with it, and you can also win a motorcycle if you go to the go to the raffle drawing and buy a raffle ticket. I think they're $25 each raffle, or 5 raffle tickets for $100, and you can win a motorcycle. Bypass the fuel pump with the CPL hose barbs. Standalone FP will tell you if it's fuel pump or fuel system. Yeah. Rotten Angels. It's gotta be it's gotta be in the back of your mind all the time though, Moto. It's annoying,
So guess who's going to the camp out? Oh, this guy right here.
Yeah.
I'm pointing to.
That's who's going.
Time. Yeah.
That's who's going.
So are you ready? Or are you taking the van?
I'm ready. I'm taking the bike.
Oh yeah.
All I gotta do is I gotta shower. I gotta finish packing. Which I'll probably do most of that tonight. So this afternoon, I'm probably just going to take the FXR for a quick rip, top it off with gas, park it where it go, in its spot, and put the bags that I need around it and the box I need around it that has to be taken. And that's it. And just leave the rest for Buck. I think I'll remember everything.
So you're gonna video your journey from your driveway to the camp out?
What I'm gonna do when I leave here is I'm gonna try to do a time warp going down on the highway. I'm gonna bring the computer so I'll be able to upload and store shit with ease and be able to clear SD cards and stuff. But yeah, I gotta pack carefully. And I gotta be careful how I pack the computer because the computer's not small, it's a 16-inch. So it's not the small one. It's not like the smaller, it's a bigger computer, the bigger laptop, but it's got a padded case and everything, and I'll pack it good and yada yada. It's got a heavy duty case and padded case. So I'm not too worried about it. What I'm really worried about is the vibration and the bungee cords. Yeah, he had to step out for a second. SNS, I think. In the PC now, I notice it happens every year in in the spring for a day or two, and then the fall goes away after that. I thought it was maybe sensors not catching up with the readjust. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass. As soon as I got to work, it died. And then I shut it off, turned it on, and it started and ran fine. It's a pain in the ass, yeah. An annoying quirk. So I got go ahead, Barney.
No. So we got 8 minutes until we've hit 3 hours of showtime.
Yeah, hell yeah. You want to call it? You want to call it a 3?
Yeah, we'll do the 3. How's that?
Is that cool? All right, cool.
Unless these guys want to cash app us, we'll stay on longer, right?
Trickle us on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pay. Yeah, it's just
the more you pay, the longer you play.
That's right. I let me because I did they should be downloaded into iPhoto by now. They're not. Oh yes, they are. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make this smaller, and then I want to make this even smaller. And I want to take these 3 videos and put it on my desktop. Where'd they go? There they are. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Move that over. Move that down. All right. Good times. Now we can share it. Starting to get all fancy here, Moto. You're making me do stuff I'm not very familiar with, but I'm learning. Nope, that's not it.
What happened? I got
yeah. Hold on. This we're gonna do. I don't know if I should do left to right or right to left. I'm gonna do left to right. Open that one.
Yes. We got 5 minutes. It'll take about that long. There we go.
Oh, there it goes. It died on him.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the first one. That's the one him getting to work.
That was today.
And then there's another one. I'm gonna get that one next. Video file. That's going to be number 2. Open that one. Add to stage. And then he got it restarted.
Starts after it stops.
Yep.
See, now it idles.
Yep. Hey, Lolly. Yep. I see.
Hey, Lolly.
And then we're going to do the last one, which is this one. Damn it. Yeah, it sounds like it's running rough.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's annoying as shit. That would piss me the fuck off.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Where are we? Where did I leave off? Bypass a few. Okay, yes. Hold on. Oh, where did he go? Right up there. Now it has cheap trash parts for testing purposes.
Yeah, I don't think I trust Amazon for getting bike stuff.
Hey, Lolly. So you were just checking. No, I wanted to put him up. So I put him. I made him download into the iPhoto, and then I took a minute to upload to the computer as well. It has to update each other. So then I just take him out of the iPhoto. I put him on my desktop, and I can go grab him. Small crack in the fuel line, just sucking a little air or something. That's all it takes, bro. It's something stupid like that. I had to go get my bike dynoed because the rod that went through the butterfly and the fuel injector intake in the throttle body cracked in half in the middle of the butterfly. So every so often it would grab it and work, and the other times it wouldn't grab it and it would shut down all the sensors. One sensor wouldn't work. As soon as the sensor shut down, it would shut everything down. So in order for him to diagnose it and figure out what the issue was, I had to bring it to a guy who was recommended by the guy who rebuilt the motor on Long Island. I trailered it out there, and his final dyno run, he got it to work. He got it to fuck up, in other words. And by following what sensors died first, he figured out what it was. And that kind of problem is 1 in 35,000. 1 in 35,000. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
That's the odds of that repeating itself.
Oh.
No.
No way.
God damn it.
Speaking of, I need to head over to Indiana to get them parts ordered with Mikey so I could get my Chieftain back on the road. Or he could get my he's the one that's working on it.
What
and I know it's driving him crazy because right now he's not doing nothing because he's just waiting on the funds for parts. We got the funds. We need to go order the parts.
Nice. So that's in the plan today?
That's that's exactly what we're gonna do after we shut down.
Nice. Awesome. All right, everybody. Keep tender right there where I parked every day coming home, so we'll be tender jail. Oh, that's good. That's good. I think I'm gonna press buttons and call it. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, call it.
You call it? Okay. Hey, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share it. Hit that notification bell and let you know when the show is on. And if you want to sit there and help with the show, you know where to Cash App us. You hit me on Cash App $Carney Vanguard, capital CARNY, capital VANGUARD, and also hit up Sick Bastard here. I know on his channel he's got the links, everything pinned up. So yeah,
I'm gonna throw up the Cash Apps real quick.
There you go. Down. Theater mode, baby.
Carney Vanguard, Cash App, and then mine as well. With a normal volume.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I hate to spell that button, but that's it. That's all. I hope you had a ball. But Carney's Rye and Sick Bastard.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace out. Take care.